birthday, Bry Guy. We got a birthday to celebrate tonight. Welcome to SSP Thursday, everyone. Chris, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. Perfect.
All right.
Excellent.
Oh, my goodness.
We've made it. Crazy elimination day. What's the score of the Yankees game? Is it still 0-0?
It was 0-0 when I last checked as I was running around the house. Yes. Yeah, I think Aaron Judge made the last inning. Oh, I should get fully dressed. Ay.
Yeah. We don't want to lose our sponsorships. 0-0 top of the fourth. Thank you. Parsons. Well, I got 6 scores updates in the matter of seconds. So thank you guys. Happy SSP Thursday. There were a lot of SSPs posted today. Some I've never seen before, and some I saw again as if for the first time.
Always, yeah. I gotta tell you guys, it has been a very hectic 48 hours in my house. That's why we're a little bit late today. I am running around. Let me tell you a little bit about what we have going on here. But this is the current situation. Among other issues going on, Jelly got spayed yesterday.
Oh,
so she is doped up on painkillers, and she's usually stuck in a cone of shame. But we got her this little donut, so it's easier for her to eat. So she's of course a jelly donut.
A donut of shame. Yes, right. Love it.
So combined with that, of course, Jeff, when one thing happens, multiple things happen, and my wife has the flu. And since she is normally the person in the house who does everything outside of baseball cards, I am just a chicken with my head cut off trying to do multiple things at once, which, as you know, is not my strength. Whew. So honestly, we got here pretty close to 6, and I'll take it.
Not bad for all that's going on. It's been a day here too, so I can empathize with all you've got going on there. Here's a nice callback to people who used to stay home from school sick. My age, watch Price is Right. Bob Barker, a big fan of animals, big friend to animals, always reminded about getting your pets spayed and neutered, Chris.
Yes. Yes, definitely a good idea. That wasn't the only bit of exciting non-baseball card, non-SSP news to hit us this week, Jeff.
Yeah, what else you got?
Well, we're going to have to talk about this, if only briefly, because I know we are a baseball card show. We want to stick with the meat and potatoes here, but I feel like this has to be This has to be noted. I know Forbidden Donut, if he's with us tonight, or this is pretty exciting.
Now, wasn't there something in the original where Bart said he'd be back in 20 years or something for a sequel?
I don't. The last line of the movie is Maggie taking her pacifier out and saying sequel, but Bart line, I'm not sure about. The movie was surprisingly good for us Simpsons fans. I think we were all pleasantly surprised that they got some of the original writers back, and it wasn't bad. But yeah.
Is that Spider Pig?
Yes, Spider Pig is from the movie.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm out of breath, Jeff. My goodness,
it's hard work.
There's a lot of stuff going on. My goodness. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I see Filmington is a couple of young guys for this Red Sox Yankee game. It's probably going to come down to whoever hits a solo home run, and then whichever bullpen blows that solo home run and gives up 3 in the 8th to lose the game.
Devin Williams, yes.
Well, let's not rule anything out.
Hey, Kevin Morales. Look at this fun fact, Chris.
No way. Wow. That's awesome. That's very cool. I hope you saw those pictures. That's a pretty cool.
Yeah. And have you met him then, Kevin?
Well, I hope so.
I would hope so too. I mean, I'm sure you weren't there to witness this wedding, probably, but Michigan Cards Graphs. Yeah, this is what I saw too. Bart chalkboard gag about 20 years for a sequel, and that's looking what it's about 20 years.
Pretty accurate, almost eerily spot on, as frequent Simpsons references end up being.
Yep.
All right. Now, in the Braves world, Jeff, I feel like we do have to touch on 2 bits of Braves news that came out. I know as a Brewers fan, you're excited because your team is relevant and you're waiting to play some baseball, and that's really fun. As a Braves fan, we don't have that. We don't get that.
You got a new manager to look forward to, I guess.
That's right. Brian Snitker is retiring. Cheers to him. He had an absolutely incredible career. I'm sorry that it went out the way that it did for him, but the team does need some new blood, and him transitioning to a consultant in the front office sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, sometimes you just need new blood in there, and that's what it seems like.
Yes, and Crazy Cryptids, that was the second thing I want to talk about. The Braves doing a little addition by subtraction. We are officially announcing that the Jared Kelenic was a utter waste of about 40 million American dollars, gone, never to be spent.
Are you talking about my collection?
Oh God, I hope not, Jeff. But yeah, so they have cut ties with Kelenic. He refused his outright, so he'll be a free agent.
Hey, maybe there's still time to sign him for the Brewers for the playoff run.
I don't know. I don't think he would be eligible, Jeff, but he will be when you guys sign him for next year. I'm sure he'll hit 35 home runs and somehow become one of the 20 best players in baseball. Classic Brewers.
Yep. Go ahead.
I was going to say, before we get started on some of the cool cards we saw today, there was one other, Cubs fan 4. This would be, sorry, Jeff. That would be one of my top, again, I have no say in any of this. I don't even know who wants the job, who's available, who they will interview. He would be one of the very first people that I would interview for the job.
Yeah.
If he had a little time with the Braves, I like that guy a lot. Exactly what the Braves need, I think. A fiery attitude. That dude's going to get ejected more than once a season, Jeff. Yeah, he's a great baseball guy. Love to see him out there. I think that'd be nothing but good news for Braves and Braves fans. Congratulations to Austin Jackson and the rest of the Tigers alumni and fans. Teapot's got to be very pleased about this turn of events. Yeah.
You blow the lead, you still advance in the playoffs. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they took what we'll call the long road to get here, Jeff, but a long and winding road, but it did work out for them. So that's great. Good for them. I really just didn't want to see Cleveland go any further. I don't have anything against them. They just don't. They're just going to get annihilated in the next round. Like, why do we have to?
I was rooting for Cleveland. I was rooting for them, but I was very disappointed to see that they couldn't sell out playoff games. They had like 26,000 people there yesterday or something. 30,000 today.
Yeah, and what was that post saying? More people were watching the Phillies intra-squad game.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, maybe fans there are more like our friend Jake Short Print Today, who doesn't want anything except the World Series. No need to celebrate. I'm not coming out to watch a playoff game. So,
I did see someone posted maybe Kelenic goes to the Rockies. Jeff, he hit 60 home runs, and
love to see him and Hira go hit 4 or 5 in that lineup.
How amazing would that be, Jeff? I feel like that lineup would. Who else is in your collection that maybe? I know you used to have a bunch of Alec Boehm. Maybe he could get traded to Colorado as well.
Yeah, I think that's all gone. That's all gone. I'm trying to think who else. Just those two would be a pleasure.
Okay. I did want to tell you guys a card that I mentioned. I think it was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday. Was it Sunday or Thursday? If you guys were watching on Sunday, you might not be surprised to learn I don't have a particularly vivid memory of that.
What happened that day?
But I did want to just briefly touch on a card that I had talked about that I believe we called it, Jeff. It was like the mother of all red flags.
Oh yeah.
But it did sell. The auction completed.
Auction
and now it heads off to eBay authentication.
How much did it go for?
Yeah, anyone want to take a guess?
I posted this on my Instagram and asked for people's opinions on whether it was real or not. And it was about a 90% to 10% no chance.
Yeah, I think I don't even know what's more fake, the signatures or the card. But
the card is extremely clean, sharp corners. We're getting some guesses rolling in, 410, 200. I guess it just depends how much somebody's willing to loan somebody until they get their money back after it fails eBay authentication.
Yeah. I mean, again, the way it was worded, remember it said signed. It is technically signed. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think authentication would have a rough time dealing with this. They should just send it right back. But at any rate, this card sold for more than you think. $1,200.
I mean, I guess people just want to, now that the authentication's in place, it's a little bit of a a barrier, I guess, to bad things happening. But like Chris said, they could still pass it.
Yeah, do you remember? I think it was I was talking to Signed and Slabbed recently, maybe last week or the week before, about eBay authentication, and they, I guess, authenticated that Michael Jordan PMG card that wasn't. Like, it was a colored in PMG that had been slabbed by Beckett incorrectly. Like, Beckett, I guess, was fooled in thinking it was real. It was very clearly fake. And it sold for like 25 grand on eBay. And then eBay, because the slab, I guess they just authenticate the slab. They don't look at the card inside the slab.
Jeez.
They authenticated it. So the poor seller who realized his mistake after buying it, when it was pointed out to him, could not get his money back. That seems pretty awful to me. But anyway, we'll get into
Claims case. Linda's first offering that she has as many signed errands as you need. So if anybody's looking for one, seek out Linda's first. She probably could take care of you.
Excellent quotation marks there. Baseball card, Brett. Yeah, that ninth inning with the Cubs game was pretty exciting. And I tell you, if you're a Cubs fan, you owe that home plate umpire a round of beers, because if he correctly calls that 3-2 pitch to Bogarts, you're looking at bases loaded, nobody out, and a 3-1 game. And obviously the guy on the mound was...
I didn't see it. What was the call?
It was like, it was ball 4. Like, it was down by a lot. It was clearly a strike. Or I'm sorry, it was very clearly a ball, and the umpire rung him up. Pretty brutal. That was right after a leadoff home run. So it's 3-1. That would have been ball 4 to put a guy in first with no one out. Then Keller hit the next 2 batters.
Gee,
so it should have been bases loaded, no one out. But it was first and second, 1 out, and they got, I think, a little infield chopper and then a fly out.
Oh, man. Well, and that's the kind of stuff that isn't going to happen as much starting next year, Chris.
Oh, no, that would be the broadcast, even like, the broadcast was shocked. They were like, oh my God, like, I don't know.
You know, I think of that every time I see the replay of the perfect game that wasn't, with the Jim Joyce missed call at first, for the Tigers, and just how that would have been. I mean, yes, it would have tarnished it a little bit by having to reverse the call, but it still would have been right.
Correct. Yeah, emophobic. You're right. We can't assume the hit by pitches. That is fair. Maybe
True.
He was very clear the pitcher was tight. Would he get more or less tight if that was correctly called? I don't know. All-Star, he would have had to face at least one more hitter.
Oh, that was only
a 3. Yeah. So he given up a home run, then the strikeout. He would have had to face at least one of those 2 guys. But who knows? All right. One more bit of card news.
1-0. What's Jake doing to watch this game tonight? I'm sure he's watching the game and not us.
Well, Jake is on the East Coast. He and his wife had a wedding. Game 1, was literally the first pitch was the same time as his flight. So he was just trying to watch on the plane. So I had a Google search for emergency landing, man removed from plane and handcuffs.
Kicked off plane. Yeah. All right. Yes. Well, I haven't seen that, so I guess he's okay.
I think he's all right. Okay. Let me let me show one other thing here. Where is it? So there was some big news, and I'm very curious, Jeff, how the card community feels. So I'll ask our little card community here how they feel about this coming out of Topps, that we're going to get an update.
Ooh, I think I know where this is going. Yeah.
That we're going to get these guys. How do you all feel about this? Oh, man.
My first reaction was, I love it. And then my next reaction was, how many are there going to be? Mm-hmm. And then my next reaction was, I love it. So I'm kind of still in that camp, as long as they are short printed enough. But I think it's great. We're getting some positive feedback here. It was met with a little bit of, I don't know, in some of our chats, not a lot of excitement. So,
as someone who loves to bitch and complain, Jeff, I'm used to hearing other people bitch and complain. I got nothing to complain about here. The only thing about this I wouldn't like is if there's like 1,000 copies of each one.
Correct. Make it 25 or 10.
What they should do, Jeff, is like Heritage, hand number them, but to the year. So it's 25 this year, 26 next year, and just kind of keep that rolling along.
Oh, love that idea.
Yeah, I love the gold here with the gold mirrors. Like, I can pull up the checklist if you guys want to take a look at it. I think this is a fantastic idea. It is absolutely going to cause some severe damage to my checking account in a couple of months.
Michigan Cards and Graphs suggest that they're going to seek out some podium type shots because that sets up the auto. I mean,
that's a great idea. I mean, I will say, Jeff, that Ohtani podium card will look a lot better with this black auto box in front of it than it normally does. Some of these look really great, like that Langford. I mean, that's really cool. Yes. This isn't great, but at least they kind of covered up the bucket he's sitting on, so it does look a lot better with the black box. Look at this Nick Kurtz with all the gold on the card and the gold pen. I mean, that's
a lot of gold there. Is there a Skeen? Somebody was asking.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, it's red carpet shot. Okay, but I mean, I'm still not going to complain about that.
No, I mean, to me, this looks like Paul Dano, and I just wish Daniel Day-Lewis would beat him with a bowling pin, but that's neither here nor there.
Paul Dano. Yes, come and drink his milkshake.
Yeah, this card is awful. He can't even do a thumbs up properly, Jeff. Like, I don't. It's like Mr. Burns trying to do a thumbs up.
It looks like he's playing Jeopardy. It's like they just.
Oh, that's exactly what it looks like.
They took the buzzer out. It's like they had photoshopped the buzzer out of his hand.
While we're talking about these, I'm going to throw
So Nate's cards said there's 67 of them.
Okay. Where'd you see that? Different cards. Yeah, not numbered to 67.
Not numbered, right?
Yeah, the checklist is pretty good. I'll pull that up in a second. Who's the last card they showed?
Curator's a little worried that they're all vertical. No, look at there's some horizontal ones right there.
As if right on cue, Jeff.
Right on cue. Good setup.
That's just quality programming right there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like they do appear to use different markers. Then again, these might be like mock-ups. I'm not sure, but
yeah, the thicker and the thinner for sure.
Yeah, but these look awesome. If we just check out the checklist, which I will flip over to right here, boom. This we have the real one, Goldemir autograph. Oh boy, that went fast. Hold on, let's see if we can't make that bigger.
Nearly a Fred McGriff. I fully endorse this product. Thumbs up. Yeah. Fred McGriff. Thumbs up.
That's a great reference. All right, so here we go. Here's our checklist. We will get a Shohei Ohtani podium auto. Jeff, that Christian Yelich is going to be. I think it was that Wild Wet, that like old style. You know those that what I'm trying to say. Those like photo booth things where they make you look like you're like in an old Western or something.
Yes. Yeah. So we've seen all of the images, like that Jennings that you showed with the leaves, the October theme.
Yeah, these are all going to be their Series 1 Golden Mirrors. Some of the Guerrero has a nice horizontal Gatorade bath. James Wood is a horizontal, I believe, in his City Connect jersey. The Acuna is doing push-ups with Albies. That's going to be a tough one because it's horizontal and there isn't a lot of extra room for the auto.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to fit that.
But I think the most important ones here, Jeff, we got Yamamoto, and he's holding the NL pennant, like championship thing in his hand. Freeman is obviously holding the World Series trophy. That's going to be a big problem for me.
Yeah, we got the Churio there. Curator with just a little public service reminder. Great photo showing why the right pen has to be used. Take note, getting an IP auto.
Yes. Yeah, we got Aaron Judge with the strangely headed Derek Jeter.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll just put the auto box over Jeter.
There's a Jace Young. Is he even in the bigs, or is it just Josh Young? Are they both in the bigs?
I mean, they were in the bigs enough to get a card.
No, you did not miss trivia here.
Oh, no, don't worry. The link is in there. We usually go around 7 our time.
Bases loaded, catcher interference.
Classic Red Sox. So other interesting ones, obviously, Jeff, the big one's going to be the Shohei Ohtani holding the World Series trophy. I don't even want to know what that first one's going to go for, but it's probably going to go for the approximate amount of
my bank account.
Yes, whatever happens to be in my bank account.
Oh, not catcher's interference. It was overturned. All right. Bad call. Never touch the catcher's mitt.
There we go. There are some other really cool ones in here. One card on this checklist that jumped out at me, Jeff, was, and you'll be surprised to hear this, was Pete Alonso.
Okay.
Because in case, hold on, let me just remember this.
Oh.
Is Pete Alonso's golden mirror. Now we're going to add a black box and a gold auto. Holy shit, that's going to look good.
Yeah, so the probably covers glutes, sadly for you, but you're going to get a nice bright gold auto at the bottom of that.
Yeah, with the back of jersey, they're doing the blackout, because probably Soto just walked, so they're bringing in a righty to face Alonso at Citi Field. Like, that is a badass card with a gold auto on
Alonso's
it.
last Mets card.
Well, come on now. You know he'll have one in Series 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, Jeff, you're telling me you don't want this with a nice look at all the gold with the a gold auto with the gold cup
and the gold logo. Yep. I'll be very interested in this one.
Oh, I think you'll be helpless to refuse it. And other Dodger fans out there, I mean, come on.
Look at
this
that.
one's made for it. Under the trophy, it's all black with a gold auto.
Yeah, that's a good spot. You still get his face and the top of the trophy.
Yeah, I mean, I think these are going to be huge, and I might be a little bit biased because obviously this is something that I particularly like. But hey, so be it. There are also an update. We're going to get that Nick Kurtz was there. There'll be a Christian Campbell. Drake Baldwin's going to have one. I hope his card is cool. Meyer is in there, and in terms of other rookies that might matter, I think that's it. I guess Matt Shaw. But I'm really excited to see those when they first come out, Jeff.
Yeah, so I'm not disappointed that there was something of a lukewarm reception. I hope that holds up because I'd be interested in some of these, and I'd rather not have to face everybody. Baldwin's SSP should be the double bubble helmet.
100%, buddy. I am. Yes, I could not agree more. I hope that's somewhere in one of these update sets or a Stadium Club variation somewhere, because what an amazing moment that was. That was just really cool.
Before you get into SSPs, Chris is throwing out, what rookie Ohtani card would you go after for under $400? Rookie is getting a little bit spicy. I've been picking up a couple Topps Fire because they're still cheap, and I like the way they look. We've been talking about Finest a lot. I'm not sure if could you get a raw refractor Finest?
I think that's probably that's what I was going to say. A raw refractor Finest or Finest refractor is probably that might be the best you're going to do.
Yeah.
Maybe like a raw Topps Chrome refractor. If you can get like the base set, not update's going to be numbered, but you get that base set refractor. There's a lot of those, but it's always going to be popular. But I bet a raw one probably run you around the same. Fewer of the Finest though, and it's a hitting image.
Yeah, I like those Finest. But boy, he keeps this up. How he's been playing. I heard a rumor that he's starting game 1. Is that true, Chris?
He is indeed starting game 1.
Wow, I can't wait for that series.
Yeah, that's gonna be great, especially as a Brewer fan. It reminds me of when the Braves won the series in 2021. The Dodgers and Giants had an epic 5-game series before. Well, the Braves waited while the Giants and Dodgers fought like almost to the death through 5 games. There was like one run. Scherzer had to come out and save it, and they were exhausted, and the Braves stole 2 games real quick in that series, and that was it. I think that was the difference. So hopefully, whoever comes out of that series for your Brewers, Jeff.
Man, I'm hoping we see a slugfest, just an absolute slugfest. We already know the Dodgers bullpen is trash. Now, if they could go after some of the good players, wear out Sasaki and Glasnow, or who's even starting? Do we know who's starting in that series?
Ohtani game 1. I assume Snell game 2 and Yamamoto game 3. After that,
so they'll have Glasnow, Kershaw, Sasaki out of the bullpen if they want.
They need it.
Those
first two 8th innings, Jeff, were almost like a comedy.
I mean, it was lucky that they just were up by so much.
Wow. By the way, I just want to celebrate the opening of a new bottle of Maker's Mark.
Ooh, congratulations. Take a whiff of that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I mean, that Ohtani went for a nice piece, and I actually officially got paid today for that. So
that was fast.
Every Wednesday, the money goes out. So it just happens to be when it, the buyer paid real fast, too.
I want it in his hands. Butter Tart, Ohtani batting cage image variation. Love that. Love that card. Should be around that price. Another suggestion there for you, Chris C.
Yep. I think that's a series 2, number 700. He's like coming around the cage, waving a raw one, probably around $400. A 9 might be a little bit more at this point, but close. Shelly, stop deleting messages. Is that my last bit of it? Yeah, that was my last bit of pre-SSP Thursday news. But man, those golden mirrors. If you guys, just a little PSA, that's a terrible public. Yeah, it's not really that. But if any of you see one of those gold mirror autos of Churio or Freeman, please send it to Jeff and I immediately.
Please.
Feel free to, or I shouldn't say that. You could buy it yourself and then
or we'll give you a nice buyer's premium. or
You get a little finder's fee if you send either of those cards our way. Yeah. Okay. Whew. All right, I'm gonna get this checklist down, Jeff.
Yeah, but that's exciting. That's exciting. And if anybody hears what a print run is on those, please keep us posted.
Yeah, if you're a Yankee fan, if you like Ben Rice, you believe in Ben Rice. Boy, the Topps Chrome rookie autos, Jeff, are going to have so many parallels. Bowman Chrome rookie autos will have some parallels.
Sure.
Sapphire is going to have parallels. But this, you got a Heritage Red Ink out of what, 68 and 69 this year? And whatever these are out of. Those might be, I don't know. If I'm a Ben Rice believer, this might be the card that I absolutely need.
Mad City, I'll make sure that Chris sends them on to me. So he's not getting his hands on these.
Yep. Filming tonight, I'm sorry. Based on what we're seeing here, it looks like a little Cinderella story here might be coming to an end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad. Curator doesn't like the black box. Well,
I get it, but I mean, you got to make the autos stand out.
Chris, you want to comment on this real quick before we move on?
Oh, I'm sure it made a beautiful Topps Now card and will probably never be featured in an actual set of baseball cards, which is really a shame. But yeah, that was very, very cool. I was curious why Freeman didn't have his hat on, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that was a great moment. Freeman going out to get Kershaw for his last bit, after his last batter. That was great. That was great. I really enjoy. I don't know for Kershaw next year, Jeff. I don't know where they would go for their golden mirror or whatever they want to do, but his final moments at Dodger Stadium were pretty epic with the hat tip and like holding his heart as he walked off the mound. That was touching. Like,
yeah, the regular season start was last. Yeah,
the last regular season start there. Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. Baseball is baseball is a special game.
Yeah, there's some great moments, and I don't know when that. I don't know if it's tradition started, but I remember with Rivera, they had that. You had some of the star players going out and getting their friends off the mound. I think that's a great idea.
Yes, that was very cool. Jeter and Posada went out. Yeah, Jeter and Posada went out to get. No, Jeter and Pettit, went out to get Rivera.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Canes Lance, Kershaw will definitely pitch in that series, but in what capacity? It probably depends on how those first 3 games go. He and Glasnow would be a really interesting piggyback option for Game 4. Obviously, probably the 2 most different pitching styles you could imagine.
Chris, do you have the link again? Could you throw the trivia link in there? And if anybody's buying any of these cards, remember to use our eBay affiliate link I'm putting in there right now. So there's a couple links in there. Please use that. And there is the trivia link. And I will get it pinned up.
All right, you do that. I'm going to respond to Doc's Cards here, who says, if they had a Topps Now wax release with the images that we want, would we buy it? I don't know, because Topps Black and White is probably pretty close to that, Jeff. Like that's a online only release that I believe that comes in packs, and there are some incredible looking cards in there. I just don't know. My guess would be whatever they priced it at would be too high a price.
So the black and white, yeah, I love some of those cards too. I don't know. I think that might be one of those ideas that manages to piss off everybody, because the Topps Now collectors would be mad that other people who didn't buy the Topps Now on those 24 or 48 hours opportunities were able to get it. So I don't know. I just wish they would put some of those, even if it's not the exact same image, use it a second later, throw it in.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Canes Lance. I believe Jeff has a copy of that card.
I do, and I got my son one for his birthday as well. Yeah, I love that one.
And Uniair, yeah, there is a 2019 SP of that. It's also in 2023 Stadium Club, and that has like a very limited number of on-card autos in there, which I think has got to be one of Rivera's absolutely coolest cards ever. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go from here, Jeff? Are we ready to talk about some SSPs we saw today?
Let's do it.
All right. I got a lot of windows open. I am pretty sure my eyesight is not going to last. Ooh, nice. Okay, here we go. We don't want this. Take that poor jelly picture down. All right. As we are in October, it almost is more fitting than ever to start SSP Thursday, where we always start, which is, of course, Homer Dome cards. But knowing it's October, he posted this Raul Mondesi. I believe that's Raul Mondesi Jr. Or
It is.
Okay.
It is. Also known as Adalberto Mondesi, right?
See, that was tricking me. I thought that's who this was, but then the first name, I was like, is it the same person? Am I just misremembering?
Yeah, and then I think he decided to go by one rather than the other, but I've never seen this card.
No, of course not. An opening day SSP from 2016 of a Royals middle infielder. Of course, we've never seen this. But this is exactly the type of card. And I actually pulled up a few of these that we saw today. When your team wins the World Series, Jeff, this is what you want.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I would buy this. If the Brewers win next year, I will get the Caleb Durbin equivalent of this.
Yeah. I mean, when you lay your head at night, when you lay your head down on the pillow, Jeff, before knowing you're going to get about 4 hours and 15 minutes of sleep if you're lucky, I think the last thought in your head is, what would the SSPs next year look like if the Brewers win the World Series?
Yeah, I've not even allowed myself to go there, but now that you've planted that seed.
Yeah, I mean, this card is awesome. The trophy, we got the word champs is visible 3 times.
Is this true, Kevin Morales? If it's true, that's awesome. I did not see a repost from Topps, but Topps actually came out and said they didn't even know this card posted by Homer Dome even existed. That's awesome.
That might be the secret. That might be the thing, Jeff, that he has such a good like Photoshop, and his printer is so good. He's just making all this up and driving the rest of us insane.
And Topps believes it. It looks so good. They're like, all right, yeah, we didn't know that existed, but I'm sure we did it.
Hold on. I just want to make sure that, M. Newbert's a comment up there underneath the picture. It's really funny.
Thank you for that, research staff. Find M. Newbert. Yeah, flags fly forever, though.
That's right. That's right. He gets a ring. He's got all these pictures. I mean, I'll go up there in K in a big spot if it gets me helps get a World Series trophy.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of these today, Jeff. So let's take a look at the next one. This one comes from A. Breg Cards. Now, look, I'm not the biggest Alex Bregman fan in the world, but again, we got the trophy, we got the goggles, we got the word champions 3 times.
Love it.
Just spectacular.
Yep, love it. Love the full bleed of the Stadium Club as usual. Big win for them.
Yeah, we didn't get this from Freddie Freeman in 2022, and that's a bummer.
Why?
Well, obviously, I think they decided to highlight his new Dodgerdom, but I think the card would have been a hell of a lot more popular if it was this.
Yep, for sure.
I would own at least 20 copies of it. Yeah. Crazy Cryptid's really digging into the Mondesi.
That was a senior, wasn't it?
Baseball reference page.
I think senior had Senior had a cannon, by the way. Chris, remember the cannon he had in the outfield? Yeah.
He was also briefly an Atlanta Brave and had one of the worst 5-week Atlanta Brave careers of all time.
Oh, even worse than Kelnick? Wow.
Even worse than Kelnick. He got released a lot faster. All right, one more championship flavor card. This one comes from Jorge's Cards. So we got the Texas Ranger team card, but the true photo variation. That's just really cool. I'm not sure. I think that's their World Series celebration.
It's like a mini poster.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. And I hope this girl on the far left has several copies of this card in her collection. Because if you're gonna sneak onto a baseball card, Jeff, there's no better card to get.
That's the one to do it. Absolutely. I would love to know who that is. If that's one of the daughters, I assume it's one of their daughters. Great job on there.
All right. See some people already signing up for trivia. That's good. Okay. So, but not everyone can celebrate the World Series, Jeff. And we know a good friend of ours doesn't care for the non-World Series cards. But this Aaron Judge from Yankee Doodle Dandy cards, I like this.
I liked it too. And I don't remember seeing it before. And maybe that's because our friend that likes Judge does not like non-World Series celebrations. But great shot.
Yeah, and if you can really get a closer look at this card on his page, you can see like the way it's shot. There's like it's blurry behind him. It's almost like in portrait mode.
Yeah,
it's just a frenzy of locker room activity and a slightly sexualized champagne bottle just exploding in Aaron Judge's hands. And I could honestly, Jeff, at this time of day on SSP Thursday, my eyes aren't great, but I could walk probably outside my house here and still see the teeth on this card.
That is the ad that the doctor who put his veneers in uses when 100%. Any new prospective person comes in.
Mitch Hogg is correct. Roger Dorn had it's a 1,000 on base percentage, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff. So an OPS of 1,000 as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good OPS plus for the season.
Yeah, that is a nice judge. Very cool.
I
Pop 14,
I like
I see. So very, very hard.
Yeah.
To find.
Okay. All right, what did I have next here? Oh yeah. All right. So here's a card that a lot of us have never seen before. Jeff and I have only seen it once, but our good buddy Ben over at Ben or 14 Sports Cards was able to land a Topps Chrome SSP that he needed. So congrats to him.
Congrats, Ben. Yeah, this was one of those bittersweet images coming up because, man, it was cool to see, but wish we had it.
It's still Alex Rodriguez. It was a pain to have to need this card, Jeff.
Yeah.
Much like the Jeter one. But yeah, not much else to say. I do like how they faded the background here. Pinstripes look good, but it's still
that was a big theme, the faded backgrounds for several of those. I think through 2014, right, Chris, or no?
Oh yeah, in 2014 as well. Yes.
Yeah, which is, I like it. Sets the player apart, but yeah.
And by 2014, they were actually using some better pictures too, not just the next one in the roll. Good point. But yeah, this is still the only Alex Rodriguez card that Jeff and I own and probably will remain that way. Yes. Yeah. Curator, for our run, we are personally missing 2014 Puig, and in 2012, we're missing Ellsbury, Cespedes, Josh Hamilton, Brett Lawrie,
Brewers legend. Is it those four?
Yeah, 4 in 2012, and yeah, the 5 total. Yeah.
Yeah. So please keep your eyes out for any of those.
Yeah.
Or any of them, because it seems like our chance to secure any of those from the set sort of hinge on being able to trade other ones from those sets. So
yeah, someone
let us know.
Someone on Blowout had a 2014 Jose Fernandez, with one with the poking the Philly Fanatic, and it was just tucked into a sale. He had like 45 cards for sale. It was like card number 43. It wasn't mentioned anywhere, but Ben actually sent it to me. Someone else sent it to him. Like, can you believe this? But it was gone by the time any of us saw it. Yeah, which is a shame. But hopefully a good Marlins fan or Jose Fernandez collector got it. I hope so. Batting cage Ohtani apparently is 650. Yeah, they they're going up. They're going up. I wonder what a 10 of the hand on helmet would get, Chris. Man, I'd love to have one of those. Yeah. Well. Yeah, right. Maybe they could have like photo imposed like a Minotaur back there. That would have been cool. J-Lo. Oh, SoCal Rage. We're looking for the 2014 Topps Chrome Puig variation. It's horizontal. It's basically mostly his back, which is about 6 feet across, and he's signing autographs in the picture. But I think that the fans are definitely faded, so the focus is on his gigantic back. Congratulations, Doc. I believe you are a master multitasker. You're watching the show, watching Thursday Night Football, watching Sox versus Yankees, and ripping packs. By my count, that's 4 tasks at once. Well done. Most important one, of course, is us, the second most, ripping packs. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a minute here and just make Jeff drool. Matty H. Cards, who is an excellent collector. He's got a great page. He spent a lot of the last couple of weeks reorganizing his Instagram page, which is still something adults do, I have to say. But thank you, SoCal Rage. Would love keep us posted. And we're always interested in other 2013, so let us know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is a great card. Yeah, that's just really, really cool. And he says in his post there's only 4 graded higher. I don't think there's a 10 yet, Jeff. I don't think so either. I would be shocked. All gold back and those black borders on the front. It just seems like an impossible gem. Man, is that cool, though? Right? Yeah, this is really, really cool. I mean, it looks so much like the Soto Gatorade bath. The way the shutter speed here must have been really fast. Yeah, the horizontal layout. Yeah. These are love that he's got the Brew Crew jersey on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, someday. Yeah, hopefully soon. But yeah, they did a good job with this theme in 2024 because I believe Paul Skeens and Merrill also have Gatorade bath SSPs. Jackson Holiday doesn't because he hasn't done anything to warrant it. Nailed him, Jeff.
Chris C. A Chrome Refractors 500 might wait till offseason. Prices might fall then. They might. But everything we've seen with Ohtani is just very strange, especially if the Dodgers keep going on. He is a true unicorn. I don't know. Yes, we usually get the offseason swoon. December's a great buying time.
For everyone else. Yeah.
For everyone else. But Ohtani, hard to say.
I don't know. If they win again and he does, like if he has a 2-homer game in the World Series, you can forget what all the prices are now. I don't know. The Phillies could sweep him right out, and then maybe there will be a bit of a dip. But honestly, I've stopped trying to predict what's going to happen with Ohtani cards.
Another Ohtani mention, Christopher Conrad. Love the SSP content. Thank you. Landed the Ohtani 2022 throwback after hearing about it on here. Awesome. Have the opportunity to grab a City Connect, but hesitant on buying due to the image being blah. I'm right there with you, Chris or Christopher. Some people are lumping that in with the heritage throwbacks, the City Connect, but for my purposes, I'm not. I don't particularly like the uniform. I don't particularly like the photo. And so for me, I would rather just spend that money trying to find another heritage throwback or something. But
I can't picture the picture, Jeff.
Yeah, let me see.
See if you can find one. See if you can find one on eBay.
Yeah, there's usually one up on eBay, which is probably why he's talking about it.
Doc's cards, you're right. Yeah, Travis d'Arnaud has a Gatorade bath, and Sean Murphy, I think, has a celebratory image in both 2024 and 25 for his SSP. So like Topps really took care of Braves catchers, which I appreciate.
Let's take a look at this one first before
look at this one first. Yeah, so this is I showed it before as well because we're going to get this with an auto, but man, you got to pair the auto with the non-auto.
Yeah, what a great pairing that would be.
This card has the distinction, Jeff, of being the only card to feature a cell phone that does not make me immediately furious.
Yeah, that's right. This selfie is a little bit different than the Blackburn, for instance.
yeah, just for an example. Yeah, this card is really cool. I don't know who he's talking to. I like to think he's calling his mom or something, to celebrate their playoff win there. I like that card. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So here's they call it the throwback, but it's really the City Connect. So it's rare, just as the throwbacks are, but I don't know, just doesn't really do it for me. It sounds like that's what Christopher was saying as well. So I get it totally.
Yeah, I do like this picture. You guys say it's blah. I kind of like it. We get a lot of like similar Ohtani stuff, either on the mound or swinging, but we don't really get, this is like post swing, based on his face. I'm thinking this ball's in the gap. I kind of like it just because it's different.
Okay. Maybe in the gap, but usually when it's in the gap, he's got his head down running.
True. He likes, so maybe
I do like the dirt. I do like the dirt. I could probably be talked into this one just at the same price point as the throwbacks. I guess I really love those Angels throwbacks, the 80s uniforms. So,
all right, fair enough.
Each their own.
Oh, wait a second. I saw John Mayer here. Okay, let's get back to this card. Again, we've got the t-shirt, the goggles. He is soaking wet. Nice horizontal. We got the gold cup on here, Jeff. I'm honestly surprised.
At his age, he was just drinking soda.
That's right. He was only 20 then, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Man, I'm honestly surprised, Jeff, you don't have like 2 or 3 of these already scooped up.
Yeah, I should. Anybody wants to sell me one, let me know. Yeah, those are great cards. And he had an injury this year that kept him out a little bit. But still, Chris, he's the youngest player to ever have back-to-back 2020 seasons. So I feel like his future is still bright in Milwaukee.
Oh, extremely bright. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what he does next year in a full season at age 22. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Mad City Brew, I don't have a horse in the race this year. So if the Brewers win, I'm ecstatic. It's a great story. I like their players. Jeff and his whole family would be really happy. And that's enough for me.
Oh, I
would like to see an epic Dodgers Brewers NLCS. That would be great. To see a $320 million team go up against like a $140 million team. Amazing.
Yeah, I would love that too. Are you saying the Brewers are going to lose to the Dodgers? If the Dodgers lose, who's going to be worth more if the Brewers win, Churio or Ohtani? No matter what, Ohtani's going to be worth more, and I believe his cards are still going to face the least decline this offseason, no matter what, just because of what he's managed to accomplish and what people will be salivating over next year for a full
Yeah,
season.
because the pump will start early. If we see him pitch in the playoffs and he pitches well, the people are gonna be like, oh my God, 100 innings next year and 50 home runs. Like, I don't know. I don't know what people are gonna do. It just seems like if you're gonna buy anybody, it probably should be him.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. All right. Speaking of Brewers cards, I want one thing we saw a lot of today, Jeff, were Stadium Club. There's usually like a for whatever reason, there's a trend. I think it's just completely coincidental, but it was like Heritage Throwbacks last month, and the time before that, there were like 25 opening day SSPs.
Yep, that's right.
But this week we got a lot of Stadium Club cards, and some I honestly don't think I've ever seen before, and a lot of just star cards that I think look really cool. So let's run through some of these real quick. Another Brewer here. This one comes from Lucky Peter Studios.
Yes, I love this card. I love the warm-up jersey, walking out on the field, the big smile. What Yelich is known for. This is a great shot, a great super short print. And I like typically I like as little as possible on Stadium Club cards, but I like the logo and the fact that you can see through it, so it's not too intrusive into the image.
Yes, agreed. The one I like this Yelich image. I think this is cool. I hope he's laughing at Pete Davidson, and I would love down the line if he continues to play, if they do another like Pete Davidson pretends to be Christian Yelich type skit or YouTube video or whatever, that we get an SSP that maybe it's just Pete Davidson, like the Yelich card, or put both of them on it. Yeah. But I think that would be a funny little thing that Topps could do, generate some interest in a, kind of a mid-hobby player.
Yeah, that would be funny. Looks like he's at Dodger Stadium there too from the background.
Yes, that's a good call. Yeah, he's from around here, so that must have been cool.
Yep. So Mr. Crowbar is asking, Ohtani numbered rookie card insert or 25 World Series Golden Mirror. I think, I mean, I'm guessing he means like getting the SSP, the championship SSP, right? Not the podium.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what a numbered. Yeah, I don't off the top of my head, any numbered rookie card insert I can think of would be something out of like Stadium Club or maybe out of
Topps had some too, where he had I don't know.
No, I will take the World Series Golden Mirror, but the trophy one, not the podium one.
Trophy, not podium, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even think about that one for very long. Mad City, I think there's a few more coming.
All right, just remember to use that eBay referral link. Not that we're trying to encourage anybody to spend frivolously, but if you're going to, please let it benefit us.
Yeah, we may as well get something out of it. Yeah. All right, so our next one comes from SP Clubhouse, which is a cool Instagram account. And this is a Nolan Arenado card that I've never seen in person before. I remember seeing the images like when 2020 Stadium Club, we were looking through the checklist, but I've never actually seen this card before.
No.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a sucker for back of jersey cards. It looks like he's just crossing home plate, pointing up to the sky, signaling a celebration. No notes. I mean, Arenado, it's kind of sad how he's fallen off so hard. But if you remember his big years in Colorado, like our friend Scotty B does, this is a good way to remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just, I like it when you can read the back of the jersey. Like you said, very cool. And I assume extremely difficult to find because he's not crazily and intensely collected. I'm guessing some of these just went by the wayside. Oh, Jay Urseth. We definitely, if we do get some Blabbin merch, it's going to be stuff like no podiums, no sticker autos.
Yeah.
No
rookie
waves.
Cup or bust.
Yeah, rookie cup or bust. Oh, I like that.
9 Ks for Schlittler.
Yeah, I think I hit the wrong comment. All right, so let's keep going with these Stadium Club cards. This was a kind of an interesting story for me here, Jeff. So this very cool Mike Trout 2018 Stadium Club came from Topps Holiday Collector. And I thought when I saw this, I was having a stroke.
I did too. It was, I didn't see any Christmas trees in the background. I didn't see any garland around his neck. No Santa
candy
cap
canes.
on him. So I don't know if Topps Holiday Collector is spreading his wings a little bit, but this was a really cool shot. I had never seen it before. Great shot. It reminded me of going back in time, 2018, where Trout stood on the pantheon of all-time greatness.
Yeah, and this is a cool card, like really well framed. They got him like on the left. You can see his teammates behind him, and this ball was just launched into that wall in right field that Jake and I had a real difficult time understanding. That led to a discussion that I'd really rather not ever have again.
Yeah.
But yeah. By the way, J.E. Urseth, I will definitely message you. Maybe we can come up with something. I do like Curator of Cardboard's idea here.
We do have some good ideas. Yes. Or we're given some good ideas. Thanks, guys.
So we don't have them. Thankfully, people in the chat do, and then we can just take credit for them later.
Yeah. Not to worry, Chris. Topps Holiday Collector will be back with the Topps Holiday SSSP next month. Just wanted to give us a little bit of other flavors.
Yeah.
Michigan Cards and Graphs reminds me a lot of those 2019 Legend SSPs.
Sure. Oh, yeah. GG's cards still making his way through that set.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's combine our love of Gatorade bats, City Connect jerseys, and Stadium Club, and we come up with this Bobby Witt from 2024. This comes from JB Cards 1991.
Now, does JB Cards have his own one-touch stickers? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looks like he does.
Cool. Love the uniform. Love the Gatorade. Love the smile. Very cool.
Yeah, this is much better than I think the year before's Bobby Witt SSP, which was just like a close-up of his smiling face, Jeff. It was one of the most off-putting cards.
A little too close.
Yeah, did not care for it at all. Yeah, but yeah, this card, this is a good one. All right. Moving on. What we got next? Oh, yeah. We'll just keep Stadium Clubs. Like I said, Jeff, a lot of cool Stadium Clubs. I like this Gunnar Henderson a lot. And not just because it looks like a bunch of kids are caught in some sort of fishing net here, but also because of the warehouse behind him.
Warehouse. Yeah.
So iconic.
Love the framing of this one. The warehouse is great. Low angle looking up at him. And you do mention the kids in the fishing net. I'm glad to see that it is kids. A lot of hands lower than his reaching up to him. So that's nice to see that he's signing for kids.
I would assume that just past the cropping, Jeff, there's a bunch of overweight adults just pushing those kids forward. You can see the net really coming out.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I like this card a lot. I think Gunner's a real interesting buy/target for the offseason. He missed a lot of time. He wasn't himself, Jeff, for like the first couple of months, as we know, but played more like traditional Gunner in the second half, but will be completely forgotten.
Yeah.
They're overlooked.
Yeah, and he's still young. He's putting up big seasons. He's putting numbers together. The Orioles can't be that bad again next year. I don't know. That was one of my erroneous predictions coming into this year, that they would find a way with a big offense to conquer their lack of starting pitching, and they did not do that. Yeah,
getting 0 innings from Grayson Rodriguez did not help. Nope. And then just not really doing a lot in the offseason. I still remember when the new owners took over, Jeff, they went downtown. They were like drinking in bars and like buying rounds for Orioles fans.
Sure were.
Everyone thought like, here we go. We're going to compete. And then they were like, well, the bar tabs were too much. We're not going to.
Well, wasn't Charlie Morton their big signing? Something like
Probably. That sounds. Charlie Morton and Tyler O'Neill?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. One on each side. One hitter, one pitcher. That's all they need. There you go.
Yeah. Well, at least they're coming off the payroll. At least Morton's coming off their payroll. So hopefully they can do something this offseason.
Yeah.
But anyway, Thick Boy says they need to dump some talent for pitching. And I would, a lot of their talent didn't really materialize. Like they look great in the minors. I mean, was it Kierstad? I'm not pronouncing that right.
Yeah.
But Kierstad and Holiday, and even like Colton Cowser.
And Mayo, they got so many good young guys. Yeah, how long are they going to wait to see if all those guys can develop? I mean, Holiday put together a nice finish at the end of the year, but
it still cost us each $10 to Filmington. But that's,
I don't know. Did he finish under 720? He was really close. He was over for a little bit there. I saw Filmington sweating.
Not out of that skin, Jeff. But yeah, I mean, I think it just goes to show like people gave Preller a lot of crap in San Diego for trading his prospects to try to win now, but you don't know what these guys are going to be.
You don't know.
I think if you go back right now and trade 3 out of those 5 guys we just talked about in Baltimore for something big, there'd be no regrets if they did that.
Get some pitching. Welcome, Forbidden Donut. There was a lot of talk of your name early in the show when Chris put up the Simpsons teaser poster with a donut on it for their 2027 film. So you've been talked about a lot, Forbidden Donut.
Yeah, it definitely came up earlier. And speaking of The Simpsons, I should have reminded everyone of this before, but we have one more week. We have today questions about the softball episode, and there'll be one more week. There'll be 2 questions next week. And Jeff, you have an excellent memory, but you might have to rewatch again. Next week is going to be extremely tough. So if you struggle with the 2 this week, then the ones next week are going to be real tough. But
yeah, well, give yourselves 22 minutes and go watch that. It's a great watch. Rutschman is a good player to trade, but he's another guy who's not lived up to the hype that everybody thought he would have, and he's older than Juan Soto, Chris.
That's right. He's older than Juan Soto and obviously a lot worse. For about a year and a half, he was incredible. And for the last year and a half, he has been below league average in almost every category. Didn't they lock up their other catcher?
Oh, did they?
Don't make me pronounce his name. Balsalo? Yeah, Basalo.
Yeah.
My brain was saying balsamic. And I'm like, no, he's not a salad dressing.
Yeah, somebody mentioned balsamic earlier in the chat. Yeah, he looked really good in his stint. Maybe he's the next guy.
Yeah, I don't know, but the Rutschman thing, it's a shame. He looked like when he came up, he turned that team around, Jeff, leadership and his bat. And it's just, I don't know. He had 2 home runs on opening day this year, now that I think about it.
Yeah, and even for that first couple of weeks, everybody's like, all right, this is it.
He's back.
He's stepping into the Johnny Bench role that he was supposed to be.
I'm curious. Does anyone know how many home runs he ended the year with?
Adley Rutschman.
I'm looking it up right now because I need to know. Jeff, there's an OPS in the chat.
17.
So your guess is 17. Okay. I'm looking at it right now.
Bad, but that's my guess.
Okay. If anyone else wants to guess without looking it up, please throw it. I just looked it up. I won't say it. I'll give you guys a minute.
8. 2 on opening day, 6 for the next 161.
I will tell you the correct answer is in between those 2 numbers.
Oh, right. Curator says 11.
By the way, Emophobic, who is this? Emophobic writes 787 OPS.
Must be. Think we were talking about Gunner, maybe.
I don't know. It can't be Jackson Holiday unless he's cherry picking the last the last homestand. Okay, I see 9, 11, 12, and 14. The correct answer is 9. 9 home runs. He hit 2 on opening day and 7 the rest of the
9. So 8 was very close to correct.
8 was very, very close to correct. Yeah.
All right. Something got screwed up with my screen, Chris. So I might need to.
You want to pop out and pop back in?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Keep people handy. I'll be right back.
We'll keep it going. Yeah, Emophobic. Our bet was for Jackson Holiday. Jeff and I we didn't think he was going to be a superstar, but on one of our spitballing episodes, Filmington was like, he thought he was washed after, his call up. And so he was like, oh, there's no way his OPS is even going to be over. I think he said over like 700. So we got him up to like 725, I think was the bet. So over 725, Jeff and I won under. So he pulled it up to 725. So he had to get over 725 or we each owe Filmington $10. And not surprisingly, we each lost to Filmington. So we shouldn't be too there we go.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, the screen just got really big on me. I got a new computer, so I did something to it and just had to go back to actual size.
Well, there you go. Feel free to flip us. Okay, I want to talk about this card for a minute. This comes from Jet Breakers Trent, who is one of the collectors out there that I had the pleasure of meeting at the National. He was a really nice guy. He and Jake and I chatted for quite a bit. So this is his Pete Alonso SP from 2024. And I just first want to say this is it's a very simple but awesome looking card. Like the framing is perfect. You got the hand, the bat, the body, like it's all in the card. It looks great. They blurred out behind him. I think this card just visually very pleasing.
I like it. What is the logo on the side of his hat?
So this is from the Home Run Derby.
Aha, okay.
And by the way, his glutes and profile are not going unnoticed. Make sure that is said. But the reason I want to talk about this is because Jetbreaker or Trent here, he plays if you've ever seen Ted Lasso or The Shawshank Redemption, you know that hope is a very dangerous thing.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's the hope that kills us. So Trent here says that he aimed this submission at me in particular, so I can keep my faith for an Acuna 40-70 variation at a Stadium Club at some point. And the reason for that is this 2024 Stadium Club card features an image from 2021.
Wow.
So there is a precedent for Topps using an older photo in a card.
That's true, especially with Stadium Club. Now that he mentions it, that does sound familiar, right? Because they use players who are no longer playing or who have just retired. Now they're using active players with older pictures. Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, so unfortunately, this did give me some hope. And in 3 years, when that hope is absolutely, I have to just give up on it, I will continue to blame you for that. But regardless, I do like this card. And I think Alonso's real interesting in free agency.
Yeah. Somebody's saying maybe he goes to the Rangers. That'd be fun.
A lot of teams could use a DH. Like, yeah, the Rangers, the Orioles obviously need some hitting. I hate to tell you, but the Atlanta Braves just lost their right-handed hitting less than defensive versatile. That's just horrific phrasing.
Defensively versatile, yeah. Less than defensively versatile, yeah.
Designated hitter. Yeah, Alonso would fit in there, honestly. So would Schwarber, and I think they'd love to steal one of those two guys. But
oh man, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, but they have
Mookie says Pete's not looking to DH yet at this point in his career. Still wants to flash the leather out there.
Yeah, I can't imagine the Mets let him go. He's such a great fit there, but
that's what we said coming into this year. And
yeah. Oh my goodness. Did you see what J.E. Ursath commented here? I did not see this.
Yeah, I had that up, but I didn't see that either. Yeah. 31 of ones.
Jeez. Yeah, I gotta check out their weekly auctions more often. There's just so many outlets for cards now. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, right. Yeah. Who could I mean? Yeah, hopefully Sean Murphy's hip issue was really the reason why he couldn't hit for 2 years. So maybe we get a Murphy Drake Baldwin catcher DH combo and it actually works. That'd be great. Save us some money at least. We could put into some pitching. But anyway, neither here nor there. Yeah. Anyway, I like this card. Long story short. Okay, what do we got here? 708. Ooh, almost time for trivia, Jeff. Let's do what do I got here? Okay, one more Stadium Club card. This one comes from NorCal Cardboard. And I think you can tell why we like it. There we got 36 players in there. Good.
The old pitcher hitting image.
Yes. And it's a pitcher who could really hit.
Oh man, he could rake. Absolutely. Yeah. And in a time of the unicorn two-way player with Ohtani, Bumgarner may have been the closest to it that we saw.
Oh yeah.
Up until then. There was a Kershaw batting one. I also saw this.
Yes. Oh yeah. I
This is great though.
I seem to have lost that one. I could not get it back. So I don't know if I forgot to share it or if I shared it and deleted it, but
Bumgarner's one of those guys that he's not going to make the Hall of Fame. He's a legend in his city, bringing championships there. Kind of like Lincecum, although a little bit longer, but he burned so brightly and then went out really quick. I mean, he was done pretty much by what, 31-ish?
Yeah. But I mean, he was done, but he was done with a World Series MVP. And I think he was he on all three teams? Did he get 3 rings? I'm not sure.
I can't remember. He's on at least 2 of them.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just an absolute monster of a player. And yeah, all those guys you mentioned are on the Giants. It's funny when your team wins 3 World Series in 5 years, how the city can really rally around those players.
Yeah, that's what the Guardians need. Yeah, he's a big into rodeo, like some off-roading sports. I'm sure he's very happy whatever he's doing now, hunting, fishing. But it would have been fun to see him play till he was 40.
Yeah.
Kershaw was from Hoosier Pulls, Doc said.
Hoosier Pulls, okay.
Thank you.
Pack Fresh Poppy, I'm sorry, there aren't a lot of Bernie Williams SSPs out there, and certainly I didn't see any this week. Well, I did just sound a bit like Christopher Walken there.
You did.
I didn't see any Bernie Williams. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll show this one real quick, and then we're going to get to trivia. Yeah, here's the Hoosier pulls. I almost didn't recognize Kershaw in sleeves, Jeff.
He's looking kind of trim there too.
Younger photo.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a question at you. Do you have a trivia prize lined up over there?
I do. In fact, okay. I was hoping it would be in more of a celebration for good news for Red Sox fans, but maybe this will be a consolation prize. It's Hall of Famer Bobby Doerr, Sweet Spot Auto, going to tonight's winner. Member of the Hall of Fame in 1985. They could have used him in this series.
Yeah, they could have used any. They could have used Lucas Giolito, who really made a point to hammer home how terrible his signing was. Like, he missed a year and a half, came back, and then was like, nah, I'm just not healthy enough to pitch the playoffs.
In case you didn't forget, in case you forgot how bad the signing was, let me just show you.
Yeah, so he can just F right off, I think, if for most Red Sox fans. Like, it's going to really annoy them when he signs with someone else next year and then has like a 15-win, 180-inning season.
Oh, he will. Absolutely.
All right, SFO, thank you. So, yeah, so Bumgarner did get he did get 3 rings. Good for him.
As a 20-year-old. Yeah, so he was even gone maybe before I thought. Maybe by the time he was 30.
Jeff, I feel like he's probably melted those rings down and used them for bullets at this point.
He probably has, yeah. It's probably one of them stuck in a deer carcass that's in his freezer.
Hold on. I just want to click on J.E. Quoting Christopher Walken on The Simpsons, who I believe was voiced by Jay Moore.
Really?
For that
Not
scene.
Surprising. He's got a great walk-in.
He does. There's been a video of Kevin Pollak's walk-in impression going around that he did at the roast of Bruce Willis, which is that's a lot going on there. Yeah, a lot going on there. That's a lot of old people stuff. All right, let me throw. Let's get this up here. Okay. Now I have to warn everyone of a couple of things. One, Jeff we did not have a chance to test drive this trivia today. So
we did not.
Good luck to everyone. 2, there's basically 2 types of questions in here. One is you're going to see 2 cards. You have to identify which one the SSP is. And I didn't screw around. The answer A is always A. The answer B is always B. It would be mean to not do that. The other type of question is I'm going to give you 4 guys and you tell us who has the fewest MVP awards. Okay. And then we're going to cap it off with 2 Simpsons questions from the Homer at the Bat episode. Whew, that was a lot. I'm tired. How do you do the whole trivia thing, Jeff?
I just save up a little energy.
There you go.
Do some exercises. Ba-ba-ba-baby-ba-bo-boo. And we're rolling.
So, I don't know. I think there's a chance we have an 800 club member here tonight, Jeff, but it could also, someone could win it at 580. I've given up trying to predict this.
I like that. And remember, we're playing for a Bobby Doerr auto.
Yeah, we're playing for a very nice.
Phil, if you're still here, this could be yours.
Yeah, Phil's probably drowning his sorrows.
Do not blame him. I do not blame him.
Thank you. All right, I was waiting for Forbidden Donut to reference the scooching, which is don't worry about it, Jeff.
Scooching.
He asked the kids to scooch closer while Christopher and they scooch backwards because he's the creepiest person.
Scooching. Gotcha.
Rhymes with a Roof. You're probably gonna have to wait until next year, I would guess, for a Schlittler. Boy, that's a fun name to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. By the way, Rhymes with a Roof. I think I have your card up here to talk about after trivia. Little teaser, because I also might not. I don't know. Again, I drink, and I've already forgotten what I did an hour ago.
There's a lot of tabs open. I can tell.
All right. Yep. There we go. All right. Are we ready, Jeff? Is your voice ready?
Let's do this.
All right. Let's rock and roll. Let's hope this works. Hold on. Let me check the settings. And yep, I had to correct that. Good. Okay. We have the right number of questions. Oh, wow. We got a good turnout in here, Jeff. Oh, hold on. I got to do one thing. Give me a second. Sorry. Did that not work? Hold on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, all right. This is why we do the test, Jeff. I forgot to delete the extra questions we're not using. So
oh, boy.
Yeah.
So it might just keep going.
Yeah, we don't want it to keep going. That happened once before, and we had to go back and do the math to figure out who won.
Yeah. I didn't know there was going to be math along with announcing.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. All right, let me get rid of those questions.
Unique New York. New York's unique. You need unique New York, Chris.
Wow, that's some good acting stuff right there.
A little tongue twister there to get your mouth ready to enunciate all of the words Chris has put on the screen.
All right, so I'm glad you clarified that. Okay.
Ah.
All right, here we go. We got 77 people in trivia, Jeff. Let's get it on.
Let's go.
Countdown begins now.
All right, get those fingers
And
ready.
just crashes. I blame Jake, even though he's not here at all.
It's worthwhile. It's SSP Thursday. Which judge card is the SSP? Is it A or B? A or B? 50-50 chance, guys, to start it off. This is a nice way to make a 700 club entrance. And
I hate that Topps just didn't carry over the Future Star or the Gold Cup on the SSPs. What a bummer.
Yeah. 89% of you got it correct. Well done. You got to have that Future Stars and Cup on there.
Got to have it.
Clean cards, 585. That's about as high as you can get. Which bets card is the SSP? A or B? A or B? Oh, this is easy. This is easy announcing this week.
Right? Yeah, I'm trying to go easy on you.
I appreciate that.
Ooh.
All right, 41% of you, or 41 people, answered the wrong answer. It's the Salt Bay celebration.
Yep.
Clean cards 5, still at the top, followed closely by Cardboard Showcase, Michigan Cards and Graphs. Which Guerrero card is the SSP? A or B? As we get down to it, let's give a little hint and say it's part of that close-up SSP run that they did.
Right.
2020.
Yep.
The Jordan comes to mind. 53 people got it correct. A little close-up of Vladdy. I like that red cap, though, on the left. Clean cards 5, 259 Cardboard Showcase right behind at Newbies Cards. Which Garrett Crochet card is the SSP? Is it A or B?
Talk about announcing your presence with authority on the national stage. This dude dealing in game 1.
Dealing, but neither of these really look like an SSP, to be honest with you. So congratulations to 47 people and 72% of you guys who just found that one more unrecognizable than the first one, probably.
Yeah, it was B. Yeah, the horizontal. When in doubt.
Yeah, good point. Which Harper card is the SSP? Answer option A or answer option B?
I guess I forgot to put A or B in there, but just use the letters.
Use the letters. This is not part of the close-up series, but it indeed was the very, very close-up shot. 89% of you got it correct. Clean cards 5, steamrolling his way towards the 700 club with Newbies Cards, Michigan Cards and Graphs right behind. Which of the following players has the fewest MVP awards? Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, or Joe Morgan?
I'll give you a hint. It's not Frank Thomas.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Okay, Frank Thomas got a split vote, but 28 people got Ken Griffey Jr. correct. He only has one, Chris, doesn't he?
That is correct. He only has one. Clean cards 5 is
the
on a
other
roll
3
here.
members of their men on there have multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the following players has the fewest MVP awards? Cal Ripken Jr., Miguel Tejada, Barry Larkin, or Derek Jeter?
See all the typos, Jeff? When you don't have a chance to run through this?
This is a shortstop-centric question. This is really relatively split. Well done. Miguel Tejada, many of you are probably too young to remember when he won the MVP.
Yep.
Derek Jeter.
0 MVPs.
Yep.
Oof.
574. Which of the following players has the fewest MVP awards? Barry Bonds, Chipper Jones, Mike Trout, or Miguel Cabrera? Fewest MVP awards. Hint, it cannot be a Barry Bonds. All that talk about Ohtani getting close to Barry Bonds. We'll see if that happens. One person did say Barry Bonds. 48 people said Chipper Jones, who has but one. Clean cards 5, continuing his domination. 644.
Let's hope you watch The Simpsons, Jeff.
Who does the Springfield Nuclear Plant beat in the championship softball game? Is it Ogdenville, Shelbyville, North Haverbrook, or Sprungfeld? Sprungfeld reminds me of Sprockets.
Yeah.
Shelbyville. 37 people got Shelbyville.
Correct.
I would not have remembered that, Chris. I'll be honest with you. So I would not have gotten that one. I'm right there with Clean Cards 5. Michigan Cards and Graphs takes the lead. The multi-champion. Who was the original pitcher Mr. Burns wanted on his team of ringers? Whitey Ford, Satchel Paige, Mordecai, Three Finger Brown, or Cy Young? No hints.
Jeff, do you remember this one?
It was Mordecai Three Finger Brown.
That is correct. I'm proud of you, buddy.
29 people got that correct. Split amongst the rest.
Your right fielder's been dead for 130 years.
Your winners are Newbies Cards with a 713. Only getting them third place. Newbies. That's tough. D. Gray at 715. Don't tell me Michigan is going to come with another win. Michigan Cards and Graphs again. He's the Barry Bonds of trivia. 739 points. Congratulations. Bobby Dorr auto headed your way, Michigan Cards and Graphs. Is that a 10 of 10 correct?
Yep.
He and D. Gray both got 10 of 10. Well done.
What happened? Clean Cards 5 had a lead, Jeff. I think he never watched The Simpsons.
Well, I get that. Congrats, Michigan Cards and Graphs. Another outstanding showing. Well done. Someday we're going to cut to the Michigan Cards and Graphs game room, and it's going to be like a war room where there's like 8 people coming up with these.
Everyone's on like a headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Apollo 13 sort of room. Well, Michigan Cards and Graphs has never seen the Simpsons episode, but he nailed the questions. Congratulations.
Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. That is upsetting. And man.
Michigan Cards and Graphs. You better really study for next week because I know Chris is going to go in depth for this.
Yeah, there's going to be like 7 options. I'm going to make it so you can't guess it.
Emophobic talks about how memorable the episode was, though, but he hasn't watched it in 30 years, and he's got every answer correct.
It's such a good episode. It's so quotable.
Tell I was a picture book kid growing up. Did better with the picture questions at the beginning. Yeah.
All right. I'm glad most people got the one correct where I forgot to put the answers in, but at least it's A and B, so it was pretty, Oh, Ron, that is fantastic. I honestly didn't know there was actually a Shelbyville. And Doc's Cards, I think it's Lord Palmerston, I believe is the, I know HB Cards. I'm sorry. We got one more week and then we'll move on to another. What baseball themed movie should we use for pop culture?
HB Cards is looking for the banhammer from you, Chris. He's tired of blabbing about Simpsons.
Maybe what we'll do after the Simpsons, Jeff, we'll go with A League of Their Own for a couple of weeks for that 10th question. Okay. I like that movie. What do you think?
I'm going to have to rewatch. It's been a long time.
I'll let you decide. Do you like A League of Their Own or should we go with the Naked Gun baseball scene?
Ooh. Yeah, let's go with Naked Gun baseball scene. It's one scene, so you can really dig into it over a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes, but it's near perfection.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll do that.
Thinking about the cast that's involved in there. Yeah.
There's some great stuff. Like what food does George Kennedy not eat? That scene he's just like shoving. Oh, it's amazing. Forbidden Donut, that's a pretty deep dive, and I'm sorry to say I refuse to watch that movie.
I think I've seen it once, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is only one only one Scott Bakula movie that I've seen, and it's Necessary Roughness, and it was fantastic.
Is that the Kathy Ireland movie?
It is.
No. All right. Yeah.
Scott Bakula, Kathy Ireland, Sinbad. I'm trying. Why can't it? Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman's in there. Young Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Captain Kathy Ireland.
I think Hector Elizondo. Am I saying that name right? I believe he's in there. Although I get him and Robert Loggia confused in my
Robert
head.
Loggia.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Bo Williams. Who else was in there? Throw me another name. I'm trying to. Oh man, it doesn't matter. Wow.
Schlittler went through 8 innings.
Wow. Mitch Hogg. I can't do Mr. 3000. I'd have to watch it again. And I don't think anyone in our chat has ever watched it. So
Rob Schneider and Evander Holyfield. Unnecessary roughness. That's
that might be worth a rewatch. I remember thinking that
I like the spelling
funny.
of Robert Loggia by Forbidden Donut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
oh my God, it's Robert Loggia.
Yeah, there's more G's in there than he thinks, and no E's, which is surprising.
Jay Ears said Ryan McMahon just went head over heels into the Red Sox bench. Sounds like a Jeter-esque type catch.
Wow. All right, let's get back to some cards, Jeff.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Congratulations again.
Yes, good job, Michigan Cards and Graphs. So this was I think the card that put the biggest smile on my face today, and that belongs to Baseball Card Fiend.
Yeah. I had no idea that this was their mascot or this was a mascot. I wasn't quite sure what it is. I just saw the goggles.
Yeah, I can't help you on identifying the species of creature that we're looking at here. But I can also tell you that is the mascot on the left, if that's no, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but the fact that the mascot's wearing goggles is just spectacular. It's a nice little detail on this. And this is one of those cards I'm really glad Topps picked. And I hope they were smiling about it when they did.
Yeah. Shame that J-Ram ran into that out inexplicably during a comeback attempt. I mean, they were still down 3 runs, but I was watching that with my kids, and Huey's even like, why is he looking back? Why doesn't he just run? Yeah.
Did you put Doc's Cards Norm Macdonald quote up here?
Yes. I put it up there, but we can read it. Accomplished comedian Sinbad has announced he's filing for bankruptcy for the 2nd time. Sounds like things have gone from Sinbad to sin worse. Oh, Jake's not here to appreciate it.
No, that's okay. Sinbad.
I'll grow the mustache out and we can do Mr. Baseball.
Yeah, Forbidden Donut says the Fanatics drunk uncle. I see that very, very clearly.
Totally.
M. Parsons finally chiming in, perhaps briefly awake from her NyQuil induced coma.
She wakes up to see a mascot. Hey.
Yeah, she's all in. Wordplay. But yeah, I like a good mascot card. I do. There's Bryce Harper's got, Jose Fernandez has a couple. Harper has one. Riley has a great one.
Yeah, if the Brewers make a nice run, so you see on my hat, they've got Barrel Man, who's kind of like a secondary mascot behind Bernie.
Sure.
He's been at games, so I feel like if the Brewers make a decent postseason run, we might get some players with Barrel Man or Bernie, which I could get behind. I haven't been a big fan of mascot only cards, but I like them when they're with the players.
Yes, definitely with the players. I was just trying to see if my poll. There it is. Okay. All right. So I want to show you guys next. This is a card that put a big smile on my face. The next card, I think Jeff and I have talked about it. I believe it's definitely in the running. The Paul Blackburn, clearly the worst image of 2023. I think the Jason Dominguez on his phone, the worst image of 2024. But this card might be the worst baseball card image of 2025. Gird up your loins.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Because this card is just horrific. And Jeff, they used it in 3 sets.
Oh, is it a Spencer Strider card? Oh no, that was oh, right on cue. HB cards with Devers as his own mascot card.
This makes me question everything. It just makes me question everything. Like the only way this card makes sense is if people working at Topps, there were 2 people in the card development office, and they were Yankee fans.
Or they're big fans of caterpillars as eyebrows, perhaps.
This is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Oh, like, not only is it like extremely unflattering as he's rocking like a very comfortable A cup here, but it looks like he's about to sneeze or in the middle of sneezing.
He's about to sneeze with a giant wad of chaw in his mouth. Bo Williams, he looks like he was stung by a bee. I get that too.
But
this is like the after version.
I think he was stung by the entire hive. Like this is bad. This is terrible. And it's his image variation in Topps Chrome logo fractor, and Sapphire, for God's sake, Jeff. They must have printed 5,000 copies of this god-awful thing.
Poor Devers. Curator's right. He's the polar opposite of Bryce Harper when it comes to Topps. They make sure every picture is very flattering of Bryce. His His hair is in all the right place. Is that his real face? Linda's first. I don't really know. Topps art department is in New York. They are Yankees.
I mean, that might explain it. That might explain it. But this is terrible. This is like, if I'm Devers, I'm legitimately considering a lawsuit.
He just, oh man, what does he think when the kids are coming up to him with this card, asking him to sign it?
Behold the ravages of age. I mean, this is just, I'm not, I apologize if 16 Devers collector ever sees this. I don't mean to crap on your collection. He's got some really cool Devers cards. And obviously he sees an image variation. It's an orange logo fractor, but god damn, man, this is bad. Yeah, right. He's like, ooh, maybe he'll mention my card tonight.
Oh, he will. All right. Yes, he will.
Wow, Forbidden Donut. That's a deep dive right there. That's a pull and a half.
Yeah, this does. I see the trees in the background. This does look like it might be a Bob Ross.
I don't know. Are they happy little eyebrows? I have no idea.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he took Jeff. Damn it? My brain right now. What's the actress's name who plays Wednesday on the show? Wednesday.
I want to say Olivia Rodrigo, but I know it's not. Somebody in our research team help us out.
Oh my God, how am I not thinking about that?
Jenny Ortega. Jenna Ortega.
Okay, I feel like the last time we saw her at the Emmys, well, we didn't see her. You saw her at the Emmys. I saw her on TV. Like her new look is her eyebrows are off. So I don't know. Maybe Devers is just.
I couldn't tell that from where I was sitting, but that was the first thing Chris brought up to me when I saw him. He's like, "Well, what's with her eyebrows?" And I couldn't tell from where I was sitting, but apparently they're gone.
Well, you probably spent the first 5 minutes just staring at what she was wearing, whereas my eyes always go right to eyebrows, Jeff, as you know.
Or what she wasn't wearing.
Right. But I mean, I think Devers might just be trying to even out, some sort of like eyebrow equilibrium in society.
Okay.
I don't know. But honestly, guys, I can't look at this any longer.
He's like, I can double up. If you're going to take him off, I can double up.
This is just, I mean, I get it. He's not the best looking guy and he isn't the fittest. He's not rocking a six pack, but he is a really good hitter. And this is, they did him.
Great hitter. He's got a great swing.
There is no background, only eye, but they did him real mean. Yeah. They did him real mean. Okay. All right. Moving on.
It sounds like maybe an advertisement. Nugenics helps with eyebrow growth.
Well, look, if Nugenics is going to make my man boobs grow like that, I'll go without eyebrows.
Yes, I'll take that. I'll take the lack of eyebrows. It's true, homophobic. It's rare when you see someone's mustache be quadrupled by the size of their eyebrows.
I mean, he literally looks like he just woke up too. I mean, this is peeps. We're still talking about it. It's just bad. Like I feel like if you were out, if you had like a weekend with your buddies and there were a bunch of pictures, and this is like a picture that was taken of you, you'd be like, hey, don't post that one.
You'd be like, come on. Everybody looks at it from that angle.
And Topps is like 3 sets. Here we go. Man, I don't know. I don't know, guys.
If we ever have Mike Mahan on again, we can ask him.
We'll ask him about specifically the whole interview is just this card. Explain
one card. Do you hate Rafael Devers?
Right? Ay. Oh yeah, he does look like one of those magnet things where you can kind of like, the
Groucho Marx type thing. Yeah. Oh, he does have autos of this. Oh, jeez.
I don't think he does.
Oh,
I don't think so. Like his golden mirror was different, and I don't think he's on the auto checklist of that anyway. But I don't believe there's autos. That'd
be like the Freddie Freeman.
Oh yeah, from like 2012 or whatever. Yeah, curator, if you can find an auto of this, please let me see it. If I were him, I'm like, no, I'll sign the back. I'm not going to sign the front. Oh, Papa, that's really funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the irony is he couldn't look happier. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. You don't give away the rights to your image to have it used in this manner.
Like, come on, guys, please. Just get the back of my jersey. Get the back of my jersey then.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Let's move on. All right, SoCal Rage Cards too posted some cool Sapphire this week. But this is what he posted today. And Yamamoto, he posted it like the day after Yamamoto looked incredible.
Oh yeah, he's got the stats up there.
So yeah, so this is the red out of 5 and the black out of 10. And in Sapphire, you have image variations with parallels. I don't love the microphone, but I do love the fact that we have both the hat and the sweatshirt. And Yamamoto is living up to the hype, Jeff.
Yeah, this could have come dangerously close to looking unlicensed if they zoomed in any further and got these logos off there. Might be a little too close for my taste, but as far as pitching goes, Chris, do you think is he primed to take the next step? Like he everything that he was promised when he came, he's kind of lived up to, and it keeps improving. I see he's got his Japanese stats on here as well. 5-time All-Star, and he seems like he's poised to become one of the dominant pitchers in baseball. Do you think he will be?
I think he is now.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you've got him on a fantasy team, at least one that I know of. Yeah, I think he's there. He's there now. He's overshadowed by Skeens in the National League and Skubal and Crochet putting up crazy strikeout numbers, but he had a really, really good season.
Yeah.
And he's eating innings, going deep into games. All the stuff that you worry about him ever being able to do, he is doing.
Yeah, that's the thing. And he's one of the few guys in that rotation, the 8 or 9 starters that they started out the spring with, to pitch most of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, he might have been the only one to survive the season.
I'm excited to see what he does. How old is he? Anybody know?
Mid-20s, 26, 27 maybe?
Oh, so he's still pretty young. So he came up young.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely filthy too. I mean, he's fun to watch. If Teoscar could catch a fly ball, he probably finishes the 7th inning.
I felt so bad for Teoscar. I mean, he sprinted so far to get to that ball and then only to get there and just biff it.
Yeah, we have some friends we play softball with, and we have a couple guys who are known for like covering outrageous amounts of ground and then just shanking the ball when they get there. It's like, just why bother? Save the
all
strength.
That effort. Just take it on the bounce then.
Yeah. 27 years old. Thanks, Kevin Morales. I
think so, Cal.
Curator, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Abdullah, we really like this card, actually. Love it. I think that's actually slowly going to become his preferred heritage image, auto image, because he's holding a bat, and it's unique. It looks unlike all of his other rookie autos. Jeff and I used to have a copy of it, actually.
We did. I mean, this just is... Add this to the pile of we should have sold everything else besides selling any Ohtani. But usually, I think almost without fail, we've only sold Ohtani to buy Ohtani. So we have to take some solace in that.
Yeah, that one was an interesting deal because we sold it to someone that we knew and he mailed us the money, which was a pretty interesting priority box to receive. And, not super easy to explain to the missus.
It was just a stack of paper with some bills thrown in the middle, so it's really heavy. Yep.
Honey, can you come in and help me get the money out of this paperwork and count it for me?
Make sure it's all there.
Yeah, make sure it's all there. You don't have to call your lawyer. But yeah, that's why one we in hindsight should have held on to. But again, like sometimes when you have a chance to make a bunch of money on a card, it's very tempting. Just take the win.
Make a profit. You can't really fault it. Forbidden Donut has a question: hitting or hand on helmet, remove rarity. Are you talking about Bowman hitting? What hitting are we talking about? Forbidden Donut.
Talking about the update hitting, I would guess. The follow through.
Oh, the follow through. Yeah, I like that. I like that picture better.
I like that picture better, but the hand on helmet came first and is much more rare.
Came first and the rarity, so it's got to be the
It's hard to remove rarity from that conversation, but yeah, I think that the last hitting PSA 10 sold for like $7,000, but the last hand on helmet PSA 10 sold for like 12 or 13 on Fanatics. So I think,
and I bet, given this climate at auction, it probably would be like 18.
Yeah, I think that the hand on helmet pop and a PSA 10 is under 15, whereas the hitting one is approaching 100.
That's a big.
It may have passed 100. Those 2018 update SSPs were printed more than we think they were. Like the Soto and the two Acuñas. Okay.
Wow, Linda's. This is Schlittler, first MLB pitcher to throw 8 scoreless with 12 Ks and no walks. Talk about a big outing for your number 3 guy.
For a young guy, too. Yeah.
Well, congrats, Yankees fans. So is it over?
More or less. Whatever it certainly feels like, unless the Yankee bullpen really morphs into the the Dodger bullpen. I think they're going to be okay.
I think you're right.
Okay. All right. So we saw a lot of Stadium Club cards that I really liked. The other sort of common theme we saw was 2017, Jeff. And we saw some cool 2017, like non-rookies, like some veterans. I'm going to go through some of these pretty quick. Newbies cards. M. Newbert here, if he's still with us. I like this Dustin Pedroia card. It reminds me of the Aaron Judge bat under arm.
Yeah. The getting ready for battle. You can tell he's in Fenway, right?
Yep. And it does, if you look at it closely, it does kind of look like his left knee is swollen a bit.
Man. Yeah. How do you mention it? Yeah.
Yeah. But this is toward the end of Dustin Pedroia's career. But still, this is a very, very cool image. I like this card a lot, and I had not seen it before.
I do too, and I hadn't seen it, and it came up, and I was looking at it with cards, looking at my phone with my son, and he asked who Dustin Pedroia was, and I was trying to explain it to him. And as far as organizational legends or city legends, Pedroia's got to be right up there. Pedroia.
Yeah, I feel like when you say that, like Braves legend or Red Sox legend, you're either 100% sincere or 100% sarcastic.
Correct. Like had a cup of coffee with that team, or
that Stadium Club Chrome card that our dog ate was of Cole Hamels, who I jokingly would always say Braves legend Cole Hamels. Whereas this is an actual Red Sox legend in Dustin Pedroia. So just be careful with your phrasing. Make sure your sarcasm is understood. All right, another 2017 card that I thought was really cool. We've seen this one before with Stadium Club PC posted this Goldschmidt. Which Goldschmidt does not have a ton of variations. That this might be one of his very, very coolest cards.
Not to interrupt you, but M. Parsons, thanks for joining and throwing this comment in. Somebody said Nathaniel Lowe looks like a guy in a Red Sox costume. It is true. The picture that was posted along with that, he looked like he was
like cosplaying a Red Sox player.
I believe they called him Brandon Lau in the picture. They don't even know his name, but yes, you're right. So Goldie's going on to another playoff series, though.
Yeah, I think, it was great for the Red Sox to get this far. They really, if you look at that roster, they had no business being where they were. They had a chance yesterday to close it out, and they made like 3 mistakes on the field, and that was it. I mean, Jaron Duran dropped the ball that I feel like, Jeff, you catch in softball like twice a week without really any problem. Sogard doesn't score from third when that ball gets away. All these little things. And then Whitlock just ran out of gas. Like one batter too early. And
he hadn't been scored on in a long time. Yeah, they did well to be there. I think you're right. And I think most fans, if they're being honest with where their expectations were and looking at the roster and what they got out of the young guys versus what they didn't get, I think they would be pretty satisfied with the season. Yeah. I mean,
I will say without a shred of evidence or ability to be proven correct or wrong that Devers would have absolutely just shit all over the Schlitter guy tonight. Like we're talking 3 home runs easy in the Bronx, but
you just think of him as Garrett Cole, right? And just
that's right.
SFO Sox fan, Duran gave Red Sox fans 0 reasons to cry about him signing elsewhere in the offseason. Yeah, it seemed like he was poised to take over that team, being the guy on that team, and that kind of didn't go as planned. And yeah, I don't think that's going to be as dramatic of as a breakup as it might have been.
Yeah, Thick Boy, thank you. I that didn't sound right when I said it. Yeah, it was Eaton, who's a player I definitely had heard of before this series started. Yeah, that was him. Not like that's a play, man, with 2 outs, a throw at first. Like, we've seen a lot of play like that ball bounces on the ground once the guy picks it up. Maybe he throws him out at the plate, but make that first baseman make that throw. Bust your ass coming around third. I bet he scores 95 out of 100 times right there. Yeah. This is a really good SNL reference. All right. Keeping with the 2017s, our good buddy Dave's Braves cards posted this Matt Kemp, which had been setting SSP collectors and Braves collectors, their world aflame for like the last 2 years. None of these surfaced, Jeff.
Yeah.
Now we've seen a couple have come up, but just a silly card, really. It's a Braves legend, Matt Kemp, to use the sarcastic version. But good luck ever finding this card if you need it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's caused a tizzy. I remember when we first started talking about SSPs that hadn't been seen in a couple of years. Nobody could find it.
Nope. And I think one came up for bids and it went for over like $300 or $400.
It did. Yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I mean, it's horizontal, so it kind of has an SSP vibe. I was going to say, I don't know if people just bypassed it and threw it in their Commons box with the rest of their washed up ex-boyfriends of Rihanna, but I like the ball on there. I like to see the smile on his face. He's still happy, even though he didn't win the MVP over Braun.
I just enjoy the less than packed house behind him and that one person who's just watching him like have a catch right there. It's kind of funny. Higher side of life, I totally agree. Red Sox, they're on their way up. They had a very good season.
And all those young guys, even just getting exposed to the majors, they'll be great.
Yeah, crazy cryptids. This is fun. 2017 did have a pretty bold logo and nameplate design, Jeff.
Yeah, it did. It did, but at least you can read the name. That was my biggest problem with some of the
2021 is almost impossible to see.
You can't even read the name.
Yep.
For us older folks, anyway.
Yep. All right. Here's our 2017 from our very own SFO Sox fan. Jeff and I love this Mookie Betts card.
Love it.
I believe he looked in his caption here. He talked about he had a 2-home run game here. He's celebrating with Christian Vasquez, who appears to be maybe thicker than the person you'd be more comfortable jumping into.
Yeah, that could be a bounce off situation. You better be careful, Mookie.
Yeah, it reminds me of Ned Flanders confessing to Reverend Lovejoy that he was talked into doing a dance called the bump, but his hips slipped, and his buttocks came into contact with the buttocks of another young man.
Oh boy!
And he was afraid of this would result in hell for him.
It might.
It might. It very well might. But for Mookie, I think Mookie's fine. But I like this card a lot. Mookie's got some funny, some not great image variations, but this is one of his best ones. And SFO, if you grade this, please let us know how it goes, because these are really, really tough. I think he says there's 11 total at PSA.
Sounds like a big game for Mookie. Second home run in the second inning.
Yep. Boy, when you got a guy young, crushing home runs like this, a year away from his first World Series, he's just going to get locked in and be a lifetime Red Sox player.
Certainly should be. He should be a true Red Sox legend.
Yeah. Zeke's cards, the best thing I can tell you is take the set in the year, and Beckett and I think Cardboard Connection usually have a photo gallery. So if you type, for example, 2017 Topps variations, you should get there. Beckett will have a photo checklist of all the variations in there. You may have to do Series 1, Series 2, and update. It's a little bit of a slog to get through, but I think it's totally worth your time. It just helps when you're looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uni-Air 100%. Ooh. Yep. Cardboard Connection. Yeah. What did I say? Is that what I said? No.
Yeah. SFO Sox fan trying to get banned again.
I'm sorry. Look, on the day the Braves basically celebrated flushing $40 million down the toilet on Jared Kelenic, and the Yankees advance in the playoffs, I'm generally a little bit salty. Also, I didn't eat today, and I'm drinking. That has me a little bit extra salty as well. All right, what else we got here? Oh, I was gonna show this one before trivia, but I decided I would wait. LJB 42 Collections posts this very cool Garrett Crochet. This is what his flagship SSP looks like. And this is the year, Jeff, where I think we just have no idea what the player names are.
What's going on there? I mean, even the rookie card, they try to make everything so small. Look at how small that shield is.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did this, but they did. I like this card, though. I like a nice horizontal SSP. He is a tall, large man. They got him all in there. I like this card a lot. I'm a big Crochet fan. And Red Sox fans, I will not buy any of his cards. As I said, I'm not buying any active pitcher cards, but I will always root for this dude. Absolute bulldog on the mound. Mm-hmm. Oh, crazy cryptids. Jeff, you think this number is high?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, barely on there.
Right?
Barely on there. And I love the fact that a card wants to showcase a picture, but they have so many background design elements that it's not really a true picture, not a clear picture. So if they're going to do that anyway, at least let us see who it is.
Yeah, that dumb shit up on the top is so unnecessary. I get it around the nameplate with the team, but why do they have two more of those like stalactites, if you will, coming down from the top?
Right. No need.
Yeah, SFO. I think that's just the pinstripes. I will say, I think it has to be Chicago, right? He's got to be home here with the Lucas.
Yep.
Lucas oil back there.
Yep. That's a home shot.
Yeah, rhymes with roof. Those are not memories. Those are nightmares, my friend. Ha! Canes Lance, not yet. He is still active. I'm going to wait for the retirement speech, and then I will definitely pick up perhaps a Kershaw card. All right, but so he's one of the big rookies in 2021, Jeff.
Right.
Who is featured prominently in the playoffs. Here's another one. This one comes from KC Cards IG. And I have a lot of thoughts here, but I want to hear yours first. This is Jazz Chisholms.
Yes, my thoughts are I'm a little disappointed that he's back in the news because I've been waiting for this one to get really cheap so I can add it to my crazy headwear collection subset that I've been going with. But I typically only spend 50 cents to $1 on those cards. This is still slightly above there, but the amount of space that his headwear takes up, given this like fisheye lens, is incredible. So I'm glad they used this on a card. Shows some personality. And whatever you think of Chisholm, he seemed to be the guy that really stirred that drink yesterday.
He did. He had a hell of a game. An amazing play at second base that saved a run. And then he drew a really impressive walk against Whitlock and scored the winning run.
Yep.
I mean, that's just a phenomenal game out of him. I will say the first time I saw this card, I did not realize that was a hat. I thought it might have been like a Frisbee getting thrown over his head. I had no idea what I was looking at.
And Parsons thought it was a bad haircut, which I can also see. It looks like a terrible haircut.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bad photo. It's the Devers card makes this look a lot better than I think it is. But like his head is huge. His shoulders are tiny. Why, Topps? Why? This is more like a fast, exciting, a lot of power. This dude could play infield, play outfield. Like he could do anything on a baseball field. And they've got him laughing like he's, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one. I know you like it. Rhymes with Roof likes it. The one thing I will say is it's very clear that he was at Marlins spring training here because their fields look like, there's a softball tournament going on.
Yes, exactly. Right in the middle of nowhere.
Trying to get some field time.
And they do call this one a super SP, Chris.
That's the other thing I want to talk about is why on earth PSA, for some reason, I don't know if people got confused working there, but and most of these slabs say SSP, but some randomly they write super SP on them. No rhyme or reason. That's very, very frustrating. I don't know why they did that.
So Junior sounds like he's
nice.
Personally responsible for him signing with the Yankees because after he sold him a car, he told him one day you better sign with the Yankees, and he did. So Junior, you should be getting some props from Yankees fans for that game.
Hold on. Who wrote this one? Yeah, Cardaholic. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. Definitely has like a sitcom kind of feel to it. And yeah, as M. Parsons points out, these stalactites are drilling right into his head.
It does kind of look like an asteroid. Those are like the tails of the asteroid crashing into his head. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, rhymes with roof. Yeah. A little wide angle. And like I said, that headwear, I love see some crazy headwear. Got to get that in there.
Sorry. Ball cards in the attic. Good luck to you. That card is really, really, really hard to find. There was one posted last month on SSP Thursday. I haven't seen one in the interim. We usually see it like maybe twice a year. One will show up on eBay for a crazy price, and we're all like, oh my God, that seller's out of it. And then it's gone. Someone just hits the buy now because they need it and they never see it. So good luck to you, sir. Oh, Matt, this is also a very cool card. Sorry, Jeff. Let me just that's a great Mickey Mantle pull. And Chris Hayes, yeah, I can now hear that. I hear that in my head. Okay. Yeah, I don't like your odds, ball card in the attic, at pulling that card out of a pack. But you are welcome to try. Okay. Now, Jeff. Jazz Chisholm is an incredible athlete. Okay.
True.
So I'm going to segue nicely into this next card, which comes out of 2006 Topps, but it's not a baseball card. This one comes from Vintage Modern Cards, And it features someone that I just cannot believe is a Hall of Fame caliber athlete.
And one of the biggest trash talkers in the history of sports. 3-time consecutive MVP of the league. Yeah. It's really incredible. It's really incredible. I loved when this one popped up. Yeah, I had to play a pickup truck song along with it.
Yeah,
great card.
I like this card a lot, but I've seen a lot of Bird highlights, but you see Bird off the court and you're like, well, I don't know what that guy is.
He's
but
tall, I guess. Yeah, but doesn't look athletic. He can barely jump over a piece of paper, but man, that guy could handle the ball, pass the ball, and shoot the ball.
No, if you if you had told me before, if you saw him walk onto a basketball court and you were like, is this guy a first ballot Hall of Famer with 3 MVPs, or is this a Make-A-Wish guy getting his like final moment and walking onto like Boston Garden? That's his like absolute dream, and he's going to be like dead in 2 weeks. There's no one who would say it was the MVP. No one. And yet here we are.
Here we are.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, and him and Magic Johnson legitimately saved the NBA. I mean, that was they were their finals games were on tape delay when they entered the league. Were shown on tape delay. Just nobody watched the league, and then for them to be able to come in what they did, and then of course Jordan 6 years later, take over. Yeah.
M. Parsons says he looks like Edward Norton. Man, I feel like that's a pretty big insult to Edward Norton. Maybe like mid transformation to the Hulk, but like when he was getting longer but not stronger. I don't know.
Man City Brew. I mean, if it wasn't for Larry Bird, the Bucks would have had some championships. They ran into that Sixers buzzsaw in the early 80s and then the mid 80s, the Boston buzzsaw, and they were great. It sucks.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys had a version of the Utah Jazz in the 80s, who's just a really good team, but just ran into the best player of all time at
and couldn't make it to the finals because of that.
Oh. Yeah. I was going to say, Cardaholic, this is a basketball card. This is not a baseball card.
It's not a baseball card. Yeah, I did see that as well.
Yeah, it's from 2006 Topps Basketball. I guess Topps Basketball is coming
back. Yeah, they're really promoting the heck out of that.
Are you going to get into that, Jeff? I know you're a basketball fan. Are you and your son going to rip some boxes?
I don't know, because it sounds like the Chrome boxes are going to come out at about $1,000. So no, I can't imagine that. I'll probably look for some Giannis cards because it'll be fun to see Topps branded autos. But man,
Cardaholic, I assume yes. I would say that. Where's he from? Like French Lick? Is that what it's called? French Lick, Indiana.
French Lick, Indiana. Yeah.
I mean, you know, people in that town can just drink beer like it's tap water. So yeah, for sure. Ooh, M. Parsons was an excellent and biting question. How do we feel about do you think Short Print a Day is acknowledging the Yankee celebration, or do you just turn the TV off?
Privately, I'm sure he's celebrating the hell out of it and enjoying their celebration, but publicly he's going to say, act like you've been there before.
Yeah, it's so anti-fun. For a guy with dogs who enjoys having fun, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Anyway, HP cards with a bit of a nightmare story here, Jeff. Let me get the next card. You can read this one.
HP cards pulled the Magic Bird Dr. J 81 Topps card, which for those of you who don't know, that is the Magic and Bird rookie, and they're on there with Dr. J, who is a legend. But they came in one card, but it was perforated, and so obviously the more value is in the card altogether right now. But he ripped the perforations, which is what you would think you would do as a kid, because they're there to be ripped. But yeah, that takes some of the value out in our condition sensitive hobby.
All right, next up, back to 2017. I skipped this one before, didn't mean to. This is the Robinson Cano 2017 SSB. And Unier's card posted this one. Maybe he's still with us, but he was talking in his post here about what he thinks they might be talking about. And how, if you zoom in, you can kind of see Pujols seems like he is perhaps questioning what Cano is saying. So what I like to think, Jeff, is that Cano is saying, no, man, like this doesn't show up on any test. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Well, whatever's happening on my screen, I'm just going to leave.
And Pujols is saying, are you sure about that?
Right. Yeah, yeah, you sure about that? I'm pretty sure they're going to test your urine. They might test your blood. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. It's a shame. It's a shame. Topps used a lot of Cano images on SSPs in the 2010s and 2010s, and it just, unfortunately, those have not aged well due to Cano's nonsense.
Yeah.
But this card could have been awesome. If you would, I think looking at this card in 2017, you'd be like, wow, there's like 6,500 hits on this card.
Yeah, Cano is going to be one of those guys who was at the forefront of a lot of fantasy teams. I assume baseball card collectors at the time, but baseball fans, but who's just going to be lost to history.
Yeah, and I think, when you get busted for cheating, I believe he got busted twice.
Yeah.
You get what you deserve. Okay, I want to click a quick. Oh, go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
Let's look unlicensed HB cards. You're right. No logos to be seen.
I did want to throw a quick shout out to Zach Slabs here. I appreciated him posting this Austin Riley Stadium Club SP. It kind of gave me something to smile about today because I more or less forgotten that Austin Riley existed. It's been a rough 18 months for Austin Riley and for Braves fans. So here he was. He was an all-star at one point. Looks like 2022, maybe. Maybe we can get back there again if he can just stay on the field.
Yeah, it's Dodger Stadium right there.
Yeah, I do. It's kind of an interesting card. Don't love it, don't hate it. They probably could have done better, but it's kind of funny. Has a Bob Hamlin vibe to it, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right. Although at least with this, it seems rather official. He's holding up with the MasterCard baseball logo. It's typed on there. Yeah,
he's probably thinking, you're not going to put this on a card, are you? And you're like, no. It's just
want to know who you are. Okay, yeah, great. Thanks.
And there we go. All right, so Yankees had a big day today. I got two Yankee cards queued up here. I like this Lou Gehrig card. I'm not sure, Jeff, if we've shown this one before or if we've shown I think there's a Ted Williams in a stream. Or is it possible that I'm confusing the two of them?
Yeah, I know we've looked at this card before, but I don't think it's been on an SSP Thursday. I don't think we've seen anybody post it. So let's take a look again.
Yeah, this comes from Cardaholic Troutwit Style. I think it's just Cardaholic on YouTube. But I tell you, it's the little basket that puts a smile on my face here, Jeff. I don't know why. It's like a cute little basket. He's just like, he's got his hat that has flowers on it. I mean, it's sort of funny.
It is. I mean, if you're going to do an off-field, then you do an off-field. I mean, this gets way out there, so I can't fault him for it.
I also wonder, Jeff, who the hell took this picture?
Babe Ruth, of course. Didn't they always hang out together?
I mean, who, what was like, were there reporters there? How does this picture get taken? I have questions.
They didn't have iPhones back then.
They certainly didn't. Is someone setting up one of those old school tripods with the flat bulb that explodes with every photo?
They say, stand still. Hey, Lou, stand still for about 3 minutes there while get your picture.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of questions about this. Obviously, I assume it's been colorized post photo.
Yeah, because somebody was asking why they didn't colorize the water. It's an interesting choice of colors there.
Yeah, there's like 3 stripes behind him that look kind of weird, but this is a very fun card.
Like he's just got off a saddle because of the refraction from the water. I don't know.
Yeah, Bullseye Breaks, which is a great follow on Instagram. She's got a really good account. She comments. I don't know how she has time for anything, Jeff, because it feels like whenever I see a cool card and I go to comment, like she has already commented on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even if the post is like a minute old, I feel like she's already there. But she writes, so fun. I love it. What an awesome little gem. And that's just a great way to describe this card, I think.
Yeah, it's a very Bob Ross description. I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a current Yankee because I thought this card was cool. This comes from Papa's Sports Cards. And we got an Austin Wells Golden Mirror SSP rookie. And what looks like, I don't know, Fat Larry David in the background there watching him. But I like this card going into the cage. He is just suiting up for battle. Obviously, his forearms are just absolutely up to the gills, Jeff.
Yeah.
In a T-shirt that's at least a full size too small. This guy is ready.
He's ready to raise some hell. He's got the mustache going. Best mustache in the game, Papa says. And shout out to Papa. Sent us a care package, Chris, of some cards. It was awesome. Thank you. And thank you for all that you do for the community there in New York, Papa. Yeah, he looks like he's ready to pose. He's ready to do some poses.
Right? I mean, right now this looks like that guy storming into a bar about to fight Patrick Swayze in like a 1980s movie. Like this is like the second to last henchman he's got to get through.
Yeah, he's got to get through this guy. He's got to get through Mr. Forearms. Crazy Cryptid said he looks like the Yankee in Major League, played by Pete Vukovich. Yeah, he's got.
Oh, he kind of does.
Lou
Haywood.
Yes, he's a little more ripped than Lou Haywood, but yeah, I get that same vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a very, very cool card. I like this. And this is that weird Series 2, Jeff, where all the gold mirrors were fully white bordered for no reason whatsoever.
It's like they ran out of ink to make the top black.
But yeah, this card is cool. Again, we're not Yankee fans, but I can totally respect this card from Vernon Wells. I think this is cool. And if I'm Vernon Wells, I want a copy of this card, and I would love signing them every chance I got.
That might be the first time that Austin Wells has been confused for Vernon Wells in his life. But
oh, son of a bitch. I did say Vernon Wells, didn't I? Dang it. Well,
great shot. Great shot.
It's not my fault, Jeff.
Yeah. Blame the new bottle.
Blame the new bottle. Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. I almost said it again. From Austin Wells, let's go to a guy who unfortunately his season ended today. But Friar Fanatic, anytime this card is posted on SSP Thursday, we're sharing it and we're going to talk about it. It's awesome.
Just such a great card. Manny Machado, an excellent hitter. He's going to hit some major numbers, but he's also known for his fielding. Great shot of him, even as a rookie. He's probably 20 in this shot, almost going horizontal along with the card. The black jersey does it. One of my favorite SSPs of all time.
Yeah, I think that this absolutely belongs in. I'm trying to find. Hold on, I will find it.
And he did all he could for these Padres, but it wasn't quite enough. Sadly, I was hoping they would advance, but
yeah, me too. I'm not a big fan. Oh, neither one of us are big Cubs fans. I know we had someone in the chat, and I apologize if we besmirched your team. I'm trying to find. Okay. I need to show you guys a Manny Machado thing that my wife made, but I need a minute. So let's. This card is incredibly rare, and Friar Fanatic talks about how he's been looking for it for forever, and it randomly popped up in a Facebook group. But he thought a PSA. He was like a PSA 8. I don't know, but the centering on this looks really good.
Yeah, I wonder why I got the 8. I was trying to read through here what he said. It presents well in the slab. I'd be interested to know if it has like a ding on a corner or something especially noticeable from the back. You can't really tell. But this is one of those cards that comes up so infrequently that the grade doesn't really matter. It looks great in the slab. It's a great one to have. Probably my favorite Machado card out there. And like I said, he's going to put up some big numbers. So whether you love him or not, he's a nice place to put some investing money in a rookie card.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I hate to think that the Padre window may have closed today, but he's going to continue his counting stats. He's going to continue showing up shirtless in an entertaining way post game, hopefully periodically. But this is just funny. It's a little bit mean. So, let's have a kind of a sense of humor about it.
Cardboard Showcases crack and resub it. His was a 9. Cracked it and got the 10. Ballsy. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's advice coming from the top right there. Friar Fanatic, if you happen to ever see this, that's take a real hard look. If there's any edge or corner damage, leave it in there. But if there isn't, you maybe roll the dice.
Cardaholic, I think this is one reason that his cards have stayed cheap. A lot of people think of him as a dirty player. I know as a Brewer fan, I was not happy with what he did as a Dodger. Mm-hmm. I get it. So I get not wanting to buy it, but he does seem like he's matured as a player or as a person anyway. So I understand. But
yeah, he's got a reputation that isn't great. And honestly, he deserves it for stuff he did when he was younger. But he was their Team Clemente Award nominee last year, and that's not something that players take very lightly.
Absolutely. Good call.
Okay, while we're talking about him, here's the little side-by-side that my wife put together. And I think this honestly hurts his collectability a little bit.
Yeah.
She shouldn't talk about him too loud, Jeff, because Chicago's not that far. He might hear us.
Oh. He doesn't have the shaved head here, so it isn't quite as
he was younger,
spitting of an image.
But there was such a cool moment in the clubhouse when they clinched their playoff berth. Like he was just pouring beer all over the GM. Well played. I don't know. I think he is very quietly, and I don't know if the Padres continue the trend it looks like they might be on, which is unfortunate. That 2023 team, Jeff, will always be the most inexplicable failure of any modern team. How that team didn't make the playoffs is astonishing. And why their manager suddenly got another job right away is also shocking.
Yeah. After what they talked about as being an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of funny. And then, hey, guess what? The team he went to failed for 2 straight years and he got fired. Go figure. Okay. All right, a couple more here. This one comes from P. Craig75, who's a big Braves fan. He posted this also a 2021 SSP of Ha-Seong Kim, who is currently, if he does not opt out, he has a 1-year, $16 million player option for next year to be the Braves starting shortstop. When they made this
out, honestly,
when they picked him up, Jeff, and I read about that opt out, I was like, what? Like they're really going to pay this guy $16 million next year? And then I really took a hard think about the numbers we got from Orlando Arcia and Nick Allen over the last 2 seasons. And yeah, this was I like this. I like this a lot. I hope he accepts that 1-year player option.
I think he will, because I don't think he's going to get a lot more from anywhere else. But at $16 million doesn't buy you what it used to. So,
sorry, I'm laughing. SoCal Rage says, which image of the Machados? What's the short print? A or B? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And that honestly, even as Shrek, it looks better than that Devers card. That's an excellent point.
Oh, is Boris his agent? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Then I expect an opt-out. Sorry to say.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. He barely played this season, right? So I don't know. It seems like a pretty good opportunity to play 1 season and like set your market, because you don't want to be. Bichette's going to get the big money this offseason.
And nobody's going to go poor with $16 million. So
I don't know, Jeff. Depends how many Shohei Ohtani cards they want to buy.
That's true. If he's a big collector. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Battery. Yeah, there is that. He's got Bichette and no one else to compete with. So I don't know.
Yeah. With Boris, I think he's going to opt out.
SFO, we always are. Oh, man. By the way, I asked the vet, and she said I shouldn't take those. So just a little advice out there.
You got to stay away from the meds, the dog meds.
All right, a couple more real quick here, Jeff.
Yeah.
This one comes from 562 Card Addicts. So you know I like the name. Another true photo. And man, these cards, these are growing on me. I don't currently own any, but I think I'm going to correct that.
I don't either, but I had to take a close look at this one, Chris, because I just thought it was a picture. I just thought it was a photograph. I didn't even see the Topps logo initially. I had to take a look to see it. It's very unobtrusive, and everything else about the picture is really cool. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. I loved this card, seeing this card posted, and I might have to look more into these true photos. Yeah,
someone at the West Coast Card Show in Anaheim had the Ohtani from 2025, and it was pretty stunning, like in person. Like they really do. Like you said, you don't notice the Topps logo, and I have seen pictures of guys with the Gold Cup, and they left that on there, just kind of floating. And that looks pretty cool too. I like this. It's crazy it took this long for this idea to sort of come to fruition, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know if you remember these, Chris, but like when I was a kid, I always found in the late 80s there were a lot of unlicensed cards going around, like Mattingly, Frank Thomas. I remember Ken Griffey one, where they were kind of like this, where it was just the picture on the front, and then the back usually just like said their name. They're completely unlicensed, but that's kind of what these reminded me of, except the pictures on these, the photo quality is a lot better. But I wonder if they just were afraid to do that for so long because it would just look like a picture. It wouldn't look like a card, but I'm glad they did.
I get that. The ones you're talking about were great. The backs looked like they were just made at like a FedEx Kinko's.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, these look great. LKS with a great point. It makes even the subpar photo look good.
Right.
Yeah. There is something very, very cool about these. And I think if Topps can continue this. Let's not. Hopefully, they don't end this after like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years of these being in sets consistently. I bet there's a nice value bump. People start to really.
And you think of, I mean, some of our friends who put some nice runs together, like Cardboard Showcase. You could see a 5, 6, 8 year run of true photo variations for these players would look awesome, or in a binder. Binder page.
Yep. Yeah, you can do the whole team. Probably get a little bit expensive, but you know. All right. This is, I think, one of the best image variations from 2024. This comes from Dirty Bird Flips. We love a good trident, Jeff.
Love a good trident. And Julio Rodriguez, another season, another excellent home stretch. Can he lead the team further? And I think if he does, his cards are going to start to see some. We called them borders.
Yeah,
I love this card.
Yeah, this card is awesome. My only concern is they might overdo the trident. It's better than at least 2, maybe even 3 image variations already. Hopefully, but the throwback jerseys here with the black pants. I mean,
yes, the black pants. Yeah,
really, really looks great. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Seattle can do. I saw someone say that maybe Brian Wu won't be able to make his start in the DS. That would be a shame because that kid is nasty.
I saw that too. That would be awful.
And by the way, if you're paying attention at home, this is like the 3rd consecutive card I've shown where Bullseye Breaks is the first comment up there on the top.
Of course.
In all caps. But yeah, this is very cool. And yeah, it's great for Julio to get some national exposure. Some long overdue. Okay. Oh my God. Here we go again. All right. This one comes from Jenk Sky Cards, which I definitely mispronounced in my head so many times. But we have another podium card.
Jenksky.
And this is, I believe this is Waino's last flagship card after his retirement. He's probably making a little speech here. Why do we have the podium on this card, Jeff?
I don't know, but when I was scrolling through, I thought this was Albert Pujols, to be honest with you. He don't know. I mean, I guess they're trying to capture a moment. So they put it in there. Thankfully, the podium, because of the card design, the podium doesn't take up 40% of the card like it does in Ohtani. So we still get the dual image of his face, but I don't know. I could have done without it.
Could have done without it. Like, he had a great career. I'm sure there's a cool moment on the field, you know, where he's coming off the diamond for the last time.
Exactly. What we were talking about earlier.
By the way, you see the first comment up there, Jeff?
Yeah. Yep. Did you see the comment I posted on your Dr.
Yes,
the comments on my phone before I even posted?
It's like she's connected to the Instagram, like she's somehow in the system. Like
as you're posting it, all of a sudden then you post it and you have it. Yeah.
Somehow a comment like gets in there. Ay. But anyway, Wainwright did have a sneaky good career. I'm very curious what his Hall of Fame voting will look like when we get there.
Yeah, I can imagine that the longer we go and the more we see what starting pitchers are accomplishing in their careers, the better his career will look. So I think it'll look better in retrospect once we get further down the road.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to look better than the 1 year the Braves got out of J.D. Drew for him. But listen, when your team tries to win, you can't be too upset when it doesn't quite work out.
No.
All right. Yeah, it's amazing. We've gotten to almost 8:20, Jeff. We haven't discussed Cardboard Showcase, but here's his post from today. And he went ahead and completed all the Dodger golden mirrors where the players are holding the trophy. So this is very cool.
Yeah.
I already spoke to him, and I told him I have dibs on the first Freeman auto that comes up.
Oh, good luck with that. Even the Mookie in the purple suit looks great.
Yeah, I mean, it's grown on me. It definitely has a Pitbull kind of feel to it. Man, that Kershaw with the auto is going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, if you told me Mookie was hosting a late night TV show here, I wouldn't be remotely surprised.
No.
But yeah, I mean, we got Paz as a future star, a Landon Knack, Edgardo. I don't know who this person is, but a very, very cool job by him to target the trophy ones to go after and complete the run.
Smart. Yep. And very fast, 7 Costanza points out.
I did have to, however, showing this and his run of 7 cards and how cool they are, I think we do owe a flashback to a Cardboard Compulsion who went the extra mile and got the entire Dodger team
Absurd.
Even the ones not with the trophy. He even bought the damn podium one. But we have Walker Buehler and Will Smith getting the last out. Tommy
shot.
Edman with his NLCS MVP award. Teoscar with his home run derby. Remember this one of Michael Kopech?
Yeah.
Where I said he was trying to sell me Geico car insurance.
A wild man. Yeah.
We have Max Muncy celebrating a hitless World Series performance that other players won for him, et cetera, et cetera. There's some really, really cool images here. That bottom right team card, Ohtani celebrating his walk-off grand slam.
Yep.
This is amazing. So I just thought it was worth pointing out that as amazing as Cardboard Showcase is, the Cardboard Compulsion here did manage to one up the man himself.
That's pretty impressive.
That's like dunking on Michael Jordan, Jeff. You don't get the opportunity very often.
Right. Well, and now Mike's going to go ahead and gem them all and have them all in matching 10 slabs to one up this one, right?
Right. With with consecutive serial numbers too, which I know people love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, don't be mean.
Oh, Douglas Campbell. Thanks for joining.
Feels like someone's buzz might be wearing off. All right, we got a couple more. Wait. Okay. So, Jeff, it was difficult to narrow down an Instagram post of the week.
Of course. Yeah.
But I will ask you, because I didn't do it. I'm hoping you did. Did you grab our graphic?
No.
Okay. Damn it. All right. Well, we'll have to debut the graphic next week. Muncy was a rectangular backpack. Is this a description of Muncy's body?
Figure?
I don't know, is that a metaphor? I don't know. Makes me think of that little black backpack song, which I always enjoyed.
That's great.
So you'll have to imagine a cool graphic here that our good buddy BFG put together for us. Okay. So this is my personal favorite card I saw today, Jeff. And we may get some pushback on whether or not it qualifies as an SSP.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
I'm saying it does.
Yes.
Yeah, so this beautiful card comes from RT Collections 28.
Yes.
I did squint. I did squint to read it. Oh, man. I love this Ohtani card, Jeff, as his Bowman Chrome stuff just goes through the roof.
This was a sad one to let go from our collection.
This is one of those cards. I think when we sold ours, Jeff, I think we 3x'd what we paid for it. And now it's almost 75% higher than it was then.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, such is the world of Ohtani.
It's a beautiful card. Loved seeing this pop up. I don't even know what it goes for now, 7. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't. I think the last sale was I think it was around $6K. It may have been just over. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool image. It's very unique. There's about 100 and damn. Well played, Carlisle Road. Rude. Yeah, I think that the pop on this is about 130. I think last time I checked, Jeff.
Curator says it goes for about 6,500 now.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Incredible card.
Yes, I love seeing this pop up. So congratulations on this card. Very cool.
Abel in Vegas, are you trolling us?
Yeah, pop of 148 I can read in RT.
Oh, I was reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can answer this question for I got to figure out who posted it today, though. Give me a sec.
Is he carrying Trout's bag? No. Carrying Trout's jock.
Right? Well, I don't know about that. Yes, Series 2 is where Ohtani's best flagship cards are. If you want a parallel, you want the parallel of the white jersey as opposed to the red jersey.
Yeah, you want card 700.
That's right. So here, I'll flip this over
somewhere, just randomly around his place. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. Yep. So this is Riley the Collector posted this guy today. So here's his hand on helmet SSP from Series 2. So this is his first flagship SSP. Extremely rare. I think there's maybe less than 15 PSA 10s So he's got a 7 here, and that 7 is fantastic. If you can find this in any condition, that top right corner is usually a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Docs cards. Who knows? I have a sealed box somewhere. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Bat down got beat out by hand on helmet.
Yep.
Surely there's a joke there somewhere. All right, Jeff. We have been blabbing for a long time.
We have. Yeah. I think it's about time for us to let the people go. But it was a great SSB Thursday. Thanks to everybody who tagged us in all of their posts. Chris, you did a great job getting to so many of them today. We saw a lot today, and you got to a lot of them.
Yeah, sometimes we get sidetracked. We just start talking about a card, and we talk for like 10 minutes. I wanted to just make sure we show more cards. Curator, yes, US1 is out of update. And if they'd use the hitting image from the rookie debut card on US1, that would be the card, and the prices would be who even knows, but they didn't for whatever reason.
No, but still the parallels of those, if you can find them, those are not a bad way to get into his cards.
Nope.
Ooh, Bag Ohtani just sold on Golden for $8,500. Crazy what's happening with the Ohtani market over the course of only a couple weeks. Absolutely right, RS. And you just don't know where it's going to go. His trajectory is unlike any player we've seen before. His worldwide demand is unlike anybody we've seen before. Yeah. So will he have the same offseason lull? I don't know. If he does, maybe it's good to jump on it.
If he does, Jeff, it's got to be quick. It's going to be short.
Right.
It might just be like 2 weeks.
Right up. Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy. You can see all the money that goes into the GOATs. Like the Brady stuff is up. The Jordan stuff is up. And that's
people are putting towards what they feel is safe. And Ohtani's going to win another MVP award, Chris, which puts him in some pretty elite company. So no matter what he does from here on out, he's got that floor starting to be built in.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be one of 2 players with more than 3.
Yeah.
It's a pretty short list.
And the only one not directly connected with performance-enhancing drugs.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he is special.
Yeah, very special. So thank you, everybody, again for posting. I'm glad to see that Jelly's doing okay. Did you want to give an update on her hip, Chris?
Oh yeah, we so while she was out getting spayed, we did do some imaging on her hips, and our vet was very pleasantly surprised. And she said that as of right now, she thinks we can potentially, hopefully, as of right now, she's saying let's not do a surgery. Right now, it looks good. So that's a huge jump from 5 weeks ago where it looked like one of her hips was not healing correctly. Yes. So maybe all those zoomies she was having really worked.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're very, very happy about that. And you know what that means, Jeff, is that the portion of my Ohtani fund that was set aside for Jelly's hips can now be funneled into something stupid.
Maybe Golden Mirror SSP autos or something.
Yeah, that or perhaps a forged Mantle Aaron card. I mean, there's so many good ways to put that money.
Yeah. Wonder how that.
Thanks, Gregory. Yeah, we were excited. Our vet was like, I can't believe it. She's like, I wouldn't recommend surgery. Oh, wait. Ooh, Meg M. Parsons says, yeah, I believe I'm seeing the word yes, Jeff. Is that correct?
Saying a Golden Mirror would be great. Yep.
What I thought. Yeah, it's a little blurry. It's late.
Yeah, it's late.
Some celebratory Maker's Mark always helps the kitchen remodel. Trust me, there'll be something.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is very funny.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us. Call your parents, hug your pets, post your SSPs, enjoy these playoffs. It's going to be fun getting the next round started, and go Brewers.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, by next Thursday, Jeff, we'll be into the division series.
Yeah,
should be fun.
It's going to be good. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.